come and slide by 8 p.m. and send a text to your DM. Buy honey for your fucking hair, 200 for your fucking nails. You running out of shoes to wear, so I bought you another pair. Girl, I got you another dress, so bring your ass up down them stairs. I buy you shit because you wear it, and plus because you know I care. Bitch, you know you love it here, that's why you keep on coming there. Your nigga can't compete, I swear. He tried but now he look too weird, baby. I'll come and slide by 8 p.m. and send a text to your DM. 500 for your fucking hair, 200 for your fucking nails. You running out of shoes to wear, so I bought you another pair. You running out of shoes to wear, so I bought you another pair.
I'll come and slide by 8 p.m. and send a text to your DM. 500 for your fucking hair, 200 for your fucking nails. You running out of shoes to wear, so I bought you another pair.
I might just call and catch a play. I might just come see you today. You wait, I'm stuck up in my ways, but love it when I'm playing games. That's the only way we get away. We stuck together, you must forever. That's why I cannot go away. I leave you screaming anything. You find a way to keep me in. Make me think you threw some magic in it. Like you did it, yeah. Don't be tripping, I'll be there in a minute. You itty bitty, and I'll be there. Be there.
I might just call and catch a play. I might just call you today. You wait, I'm stuck up in my ways, but love it when I'm playing games. That's the only way we get away. We stuck together, you must forever. That's why I cannot go away. I leave you screaming anything. You find a way to keep me in. Make me think you threw some magic in it. Hey, like you did it, yeah. Don't be tripping, I'll be there. You itty bitty, and I'll be there.
Pressure. Got my BB on, you know what I'm saying? My BB on. Did it go? There we go. Yo! I'm here. I made it. I just made it, bro. Almost didn't make it all the way, bro. I almost overslept. Nights are killing me. They're killing me at this point. But it's all love. I'm about to switch shifts on them. I'll be all right. Welcome to the call-in show. I also got to set that up for people to be available to call in. We are going to burn some miles today, but we are going to take it a skosh bit slower. I am not going to be rushing. I'm just taking my time. This is about the callers that are calling in. That is what it is about. So, if your computer is intact. Suggest you call in. Interesting. It'll just be truckers having conversation. That's all it'll be. There's no particular subject, and there's no subject that is barred. We can talk about anything. Talk about anything. I'm gonna read your comments here in a minute, y'all. Let me just get this little link up here. Call in, ask me any question, as long as it isn't too private or disrespectful. You won't get cussed out. It'll be simple. Let's read the comments. Emery Davis, yo, I see you. Mr. Riddle, what's going on? Peace to the God. Running down Miami, I was just watching. What up? Check in. Papa Brown. Ria Jackie, Sean. Killed on the road. Probably. What's up? People come on from the hood in Compton, California. Ralph's DC. Get the likes up. Just in the gym. What did you say? What's up with Prime working their way into? I don't know nothing about that. Jesus voice. Let's get it. The GOAT. The Prime going into Hopper thing. I don't know nothing about that, bro. I don't work at Prime, so I couldn't tell you what that is about. More power to them. You know, they definitely have the capital and the capability to do so. So I don't see why they would not. So. Do we get sick days on trucks? You definitely do not get sick days on trucks. You can take a sick day, but they're just flat out not paying you. Sick day implies that you're going to get some type of compensation. Like, take a sick day, you still have all your hours at the end of the week. That's not how trucking works. You don't run, you don't get paid. They're just growing business, right? Yeah, they're just growing. They're just getting money, man. That's what they do. That's what they're supposed to do. They're just getting money. I have no ill will towards them being in Hopper or not. It will definitely make Hopper more accessible to people who don't know much about it. So that would have to be a good thing, right? How do you think I would feel about it? Which is the question. Joel, I see you. I don't know if I'm saying your name. Jolie. Yeah. So I don't know how I would be expected to feel about it. Prime Hopper is a part of their tanker division, and so far counts in Indiana, Tennessee, Maryland, looking counts in Texas. Yeah, man. I mean, it's giving people more options to get into different things. Introduce them to Hopper. Hopper's beautiful, man. I'm enjoying it. I got this terrible night situation going on. But that's just the time. But everything else is easy. It's great. I don't have a problem with it. It's just hard trying to manage this and that. But other than that, it's all right. I like Hopper, man. I've told people it's a gem that they've been that the regime has been hiding, or the non-regime, may I say, because if the regime had it, you probably would know more about it. That's the truth. New Orleans, y'all weather kind of wonky down there right now, ain't it? Yeah, so we would definitely know more about it if the regime actually had their hands in the Hopper. More of us would do it, but Hopper is like, it's word of mouth. It's family-owned business. It's farms. It's stuff like that. So the average guy doesn't really know much about it. You gotta, if you grow up in the area around the farms, you would know a little bit about it. Night shift gang. Hey, since 9 p.m., it's time for you to go to bed soon. I wouldn't say they want to keep the gym hidden. I mean, I feel like, they don't care either way, to be honest. It's the industry's so old fashioned. They just really have not caught up to the ways of marketing and everything you need to compete in this type of climate. So a lot of the jobs that I seen on there, they weren't particularly on like Indeed and Zip Recruiter. You just had to know that it was there, and it's hard to compete when everybody else knows how to use the internet, and y'all are just thinking, oh, tell the drivers to bring someone new in. Like that's not gonna work. So I figured like it's just we just didn't know it was there, yo. When I got in it and there's guys that swear by it, I was wondering like, why didn't I know about this more? Why wasn't this pushed? Every time I look for a job, it tells me, you know, it tells me reefer, dry, tanker, flatbed. That's all you ever usually see. But there's a lot of jobs on the low that aren't pushed like that. Like the guys who bring the truss to the houses to be built, that is a very good job. And they drive the little day cab Class 8 truck, but it has a crane on it. And they just, they just drop it off, or the building materials to the housing people. That's a good job. They're paying in the 26s and 30 something dollars an hour. The crane rigger jobs, where the dudes who bring the crane parts to wherever it's going, and they put the crane together and they rig the cranes and all that. Those dudes get $40 an hour, man. And they're in every city. Every city needs them. So I mean, that's another good job. Is type in crane services or something like that and look at their stuff and look at careers. But that's another job that isn't pushed often. People don't really think it's a big deal. Here's another one too, in rural areas that's not in the city grid. There's a dude who suck out those septic tanks. Don't fart at those jobs. Those jobs don't pay bad, bro. Someone's doing those jobs and sucking out them septic tanks. It's like a little Class B truck. The dude, I'll give you another one. The dude who drops off the propane in the rural areas to like rural houses and trailers. That's a good job. A lot of people, don't look down on those jobs, bro. Those pay a pretty decent wage, man. You have a nice lifestyle on the outskirts. CB,
Yo,
what's going on, big money?
hey, I just want to touch on what you were talking about right now, man. I got my Class A license back in like 2012,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't drive anymore. I just drove for like, I already had construction prior to that. I drove for about 5 months,
Mm-hmm.
and just got a little experience doing that. But there's a lot of jobs, especially like out here in California with like the Department of Water and Power. That's what I work for. But and they start off 85,000. You
Mm.
know, a lot of these jobs they work 410s, so you do like just Monday to Thursday. You have a long weekend every weekend.
Wow, that's dope.
Some of them do 980s. So you have every other Friday off, and they a lot of them start off in 35 bucks entry level positions, and all you're doing, like you said, driving those Class B trucks around.
Yeah.
So a website to get into those is called governmentjobs.com.
Mm.
And you go in there, you start your profile. So it's all free and it's all legit. It's all government. And you type in, of course, wherever you live, and then it'll give you a huge listing of jobs that are on there. And there's also, like you said, the those sewer guys. So out here, it's called sanitation districts.
Mm-hmm.
So they got Los Angeles County sanitation districts. They got Orange County sanitation districts, and they're always looking for Class B drivers. Just all they do is they'll pull up, fill up the back, and drive off to some landfill or to wherever the hell they're going. Drive back, and they do the same thing, 410s or 980s. Get off at 3:30 in the afternoon, and they're making. I mean, like I said, a lot of those start off at 85,000, but that's not including the overtime. That's just the
Yeah,
salary.
that's the big one, because if you're working these jobs, you're overtime by Friday. Once
Yeah.
Friday hit, these guys are getting $46 an hour, man. And God help them if you work a Saturday on top of that. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
they're getting some
And
nice checks.
a lot of those jobs, is like, for example, Department of Water and Power, they don't do time and a half. So it's like regular time, and after that, everything is double time. So there's no time and a half. So it's all double time, and there's overtime every day. You
Wow.
go to the yard, get the keys, warm up the truck, do your pre-trip, do all that good shit, and you go out to, it's all local, but you're driving within like 20-mile radius of the yard. Sometimes you got to stay out there for like 14 hours straight, but all you're doing is hauling that big truck, and then you're waiting for the other guys that drive the loaders and whatever, and then they load
Mm.
up whatever you got in the back, and so a lot of times it's a lot of sitting around, so you're not really like doing manual labor. You're a driver. If you're a driver, if they hire you to be a driver, you're a driver. You know what I mean? So
Yes,
there's a lot of good opportunities, man. But governmentjobs.com, man. I think that's for the whole US
that's a
from
gem.
coast to coast.
Governmentjobs.com. Y'all write that down. So you
Yeah.
don't think they have to do like work around the shop?
Well, they no, they have in-house mechanics. So if any code comes out, any check engine light, uh, anything, if there's anything wrong with the truck, all you got to do is drive it right through the garage, and then you're getting paid. You're on the clock, so you just sit around the yard, and they'll tell you, all right, you know what, grab the next truck. Just leave it here. It's gonna take a few days to fix, and that's it. There's no,
That
yeah,
sounds good, man. You talking that means even if you get to a place and you gotta wait 3 hours before they can get to it, because I know some of these guys say you'll get there and they have their own crane they want to use, but they could take 2 hours to for the crane to get there or use it. He said he just sits there and just gets the money. He doesn't do anything until they
yeah,
want to take it off. Like that's
yeah,
insane, man.
yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like if you're hired on as a welder, you're a welder. If you're hired on as a crane operator, you're gonna be a crane operator. If you're hired as a driver, you're gonna drive. And it's I'm telling you, man, they pay a lot of money. That double time every week, that thing kicks in. You see it on your check. It's like, damn.
Yeah,
You
four or
know,
five
a
hundred
lot of
dollars
these guys are
extra.
making 150, 200,000. Easy, and not you're not. It's not backbreaking work. All you got to do is have that class A, or class
Yeah,
B. But
I've been talking with this guy who's been wanting me to come drive this like small crane truck where there's a crane and you take the stuff off the back with a crane. But he was saying it's good because I have to get certified in a crane. And he
mm,
was like, once you get certified in a crane, that's a whole different ball game. Once you get certified, he's like, it's $40 an hour regardless. Like they can't even talk to you for less than $40 an hour. And then he's like, there's levels of cranes. So I was like, I don't know. Like I've never been in something like that, but he made it seem like it was a good deal.
yeah, yeah, it is. I mean, and a lot of those jobs, it's starting at 40, $38. Out here in Southern California, if you want to get into those unions, it's a local 12. That's the union that does all the crane stuff, and they'll put you through their apprenticeship. If you already have your commercial license, that's a big plus because you could operate those mobile cranes,
Yeah,
and the
that's
little
what he
40
was saying.
tons.
He was like, they'll start you on a small one that just takes stuff off the back of a flatbed. But he's like, once you get in the entry level foundation, you
Hmm.
open up to other jobs that will hire you for bigger cranes because they feel like, hey, you got a little crane experience. You come over
Yep.
here, we'll certify you because I think they certify by tons, right? Like
Yeah.
so. I mean, you keep
Yeah.
going up, and I'm like, I never thought of even thinking of doing something like that, but he made it seem like it was a good deal for a driver if we want to get home.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it really it is a good deal. If anybody could just get any kind of job doing, like you said, with a crane company, just anywhere, just to get some kind of experience, that's it. Once you figure that out, that's it. You're in. Especially like I said, especially if you could get into the DWP or the sanitation districts and all those
Mm.
guys, where they do the sewer stuff. It's cake, and then you're getting paid top dollar, man.
Hey man,
Like it's
CB, I appreciate you calling in. I got a couple other callers, but thanks for the info, man. Government.com. Y'all check that out.
governmentjobs.com.
Thanks, buddy.
All right, no problem, man. All right.
Gotta go on the line here, y'all. So bear with me. I hope y'all have time. We're not rushing today. Uh Youngin,
Yo, what up, TV?
what's going on, big money?
Yo, why do you have poop hair, you fucking smelly nigger?
Wow. You see what I did? You see what I mean? Like, why do I have you see? Jesus Christ. I had a feeling the Everything Channel.
Yo, what going on, man? What happening?
Dealing with crazy callers, man. Jesus Christ. I had a feeling,
Uh,
dude.
oh, you know it, man. You know it's the beginning of the year. I had to come through, tell you Happy New Year. You know what I'm saying?
I
You
appreciate the
know,
love, man. You just listening in the wings, or you had something to say?
man, I'm just in the wings, man. I'm waiting on a good topic to come up so I can get messy. You know what I mean?
All right, then. Just hit me on the private chat when you're ready.
All right, cool.
Lando.
Yo, peace to the God, re-education, and the rebirth, man.
What's man? I'm just trying to make it, man. They trying to shut me down, dog. But I'm trying to
Oh
stay
man,
fresh.
bro, and there said some foul stuff,
Right.
man. What's going on with people, man? We can't be positive,
I don't know. And see, but then when I come on here and be in a negative mood, I'm the worst man in the world for being negative. But then they can call me with that. Like, come on, bro.
See, I'm gonna be honest with you, man, because I'll be listening to you sometimes. See, I don't know if you be dropping that real, but to me, it almost seems like you have a nihilistic outlook on the world. Like, what would you say about that?
Well, I will say I don't exactly know what nihilistic mean. What do you mean, like jaded?
Not nihilistic kind of means just like almost kind of pessimistic, like
Mm,
almost kind of slightly negative in a sense.
right. Well,
Like,
I wouldn't say um I wouldn't say I disagree, but that's also where the saying ignorance is bliss comes from.
mm,
Because one thing old guy told me once, he said if you pay attention to just look at your family, and you kind of know the intelligence levels of your family from dealing with them, from like you got a sister that you know is smarter than a cousin that you got, like you know,
right, right.
and he
It's kind of
said,
like a hierarchy.
yeah, you kind of know, and he said if you pay attention to those levels, the dumber people are happier than the smarter ones.
Mm.
He said, if you just think about that dumb cousin that drinks himself stupid and always, he is smiling generally more than the person who's smarter than him.
Would you say that you kind of have like that pessimistic view because you know so much information, and you kind of know how the world really works and what really makes this world turn? Is that kind of like what you're saying?
Well, I wouldn't say the world because I don't profess to be that wise, but um, uh, when it comes to trucking, the forecast is not all that shiny. So when people come in here and they come in here with like the prosperity preacher thought process, it irritates. It makes me mad because A, it's not true, and B, it is damaging to people listening trying to make a decision. You need to give them the real. You need to take your emotions to the side and give them the actual truth about what they're going to run into. Because if their expectations are all, oh, everything's going to be great, and they get hit with the reality, they're just going to quit out, and you didn't help anybody out. See, it's different when a person's just going on their phone and looking at their phone. But if you have a crowd as big as mine, now I kind of have a responsibility for some of this stuff to be accurate. Like I can't just be, saying everything's going to be okay and then it's not. Like, you know what I mean?
I've been tuning into some of the lives recently, and I really like your take on modesty and just living below your means and kind of avoiding that whole path of materialism and consumerism. Where'd you get that thought process? Like, was that just like life experiences? Like, I
Um,
don't know. I feel like that shit really resonates with me.
some of it is my life experience. Some of it is, I have 8 brothers, and I have like
Mm,
40 cousins, and I have a lot of uncles, and being as popular as I've been, I've got to talk to a lot of people, and some of it is advice people has given me, some of it is my own experience, and some of it is my own research. And what I will say is, I'll put it, I like the ability to say no to stuff. And the
mm,
more finance stuff you put yourself in, the less ability you have to say no. And I just try to convey that to people. Like, if you want to be, let's say right now, Lando feels like, I'm really not feeling grounded right now. And I want to go somewhere for 2 months and, what I'm saying, try to find your center. This may sound weird to uninformed people, but some people don't understand. You got to find that ground center. You may want to be with nature for a couple of months. You may want to, just think. And if you're overfinanced, that ain't even a possibility. Like you can't afford to do it. So that's why I kind of speak against it because I want a person to have control over their life. If you finance your life away, that is literally the definition of not having control of your life because you have to pay these responsibilities. So that's where I
Mm,
kind of push it from. And a lot of it comes from my grandmother. And since I'm not a big Bible reader, but with the scripture she would relay to me, a lot of it is there. And I feel like, I don't want to sound like a sap, but I feel like we're so separated from that spirituality that people will come to you and be like, oh man, what should I do? When a lot of that stuff is the same stuff your grandma was telling you.
mm,
You know what I mean? Your grandma told you not to be too expensive. She told you don't throw those pants away. Sew them up. Sew the pants up. Don't just throw stuff away. Try to fix it or keep change. She kept a lot of change in the bucket. Little things that she did. That type of stuff is what could help a person if they're asking what to do now. And I just try to convey it to people. And I think that's where it sometimes comes off negative, because if they come back and with an ignorant response, then I start jumping down people's throats. And if you're just hopping in the live when I'm doing that, it looks negative. It's like, oh, this dude's negative. Hell, like Jesus.
mm.
So I understand why people feel that way about me sometimes. But, my thing is, don't do drugs, stay modest, find a woman and stay with her. The stuff is pretty simple, bro. The stuff ain't changed in thousands of years.
Right,
But
right.
I also have to remember, this may be a little weird, because I don't know how conscious you are, because I don't know you, but I'll say, and I want to say conscious, I don't mean just blackness in general. I just mean just life.
Right.
But when you start speaking against certain things, I don't understand that sometimes I'm speaking against people's pseudo religion.
Mm,
And I think with that, their response back to me is that visceral, because I'm kind of speaking against their religion. So if they were taught that, let's say grew up in a town like, where are you from?
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis. So you grew up in Indianapolis, but let's say that the girl grew up in right outside of Chicago,
Right.
and her parents were the first black people to go to college in their family, and then she goes to college, and she's all about it. Like, it's literally inbred into her, and they're really into being a certain person in their community. They're into the way things look. Date a guy with a college degree. Everything is how it looks. It's cars. Make sure you have a nice car. Everything's all this, and then you come to her and start preaching. Well, I really don't believe in Gucci, this and that, because I prefer to convey modesty. She is going to take offense to what you're saying,
Mm,
because you're basically speaking against her family's like beliefs, and you think, oh, it's just how I feel, but you're wondering why she is responding so negatively, because basically you saying that is saying the way you are is wrong. And
mm.
people take offense to the shit and be like, well, I wanted this Denali. Who are you to tell me I deserve it? You're like, whoa, why you getting so mad? I'm just saying, bro. Like, chill
Well, what
out.
it is, is people just have just such differing values and beliefs and perspectives on the way they see the world. And that's why the more I've grown up, the more I realize it's really important to surround yourself with those of similar values, similar ideas, similar philosophies. You don't want to be around. I mean, you was just talking about surrounding yourself with the right woman. You don't want to be around no woman who you're always bickering with. Y'all can't see eye to eye. Y'all ain't got the right values and the money, so now the money situation's always coming up. Man,
I
F
agree.
all that, man.
I
You know
agree.
what I mean?
It goes for
That's
friends too.
facts.
It goes for friends too.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I did want to say this to the people who are listening, man, who out there on the road, trucking to the bylines.
Mm,
If you want to go local, man, I'll say this: you need to get that manual endorsement. You need all three endorsements. You need hazmat, doubles, triples, and you need the tanker. Because with the companies that are local, they're not these big megas. They have cheaper equipment, less equipment, so they run a lot of manual shit. So you gotta specialize yourself. You gotta differentiate yourself from the pack, man. So those endorsements aren't hard. Take the test, get the booklet. You know what I mean? Hazmat
mm-hmm.
costs a couple dollars. You gotta get your fingerprints or whatnot. But all that stuff is worth it, people, man. If you're tired of being out there on the road, running 3,000 miles a week, doing all that, and jumping back to forth and all that, and you want to be home daily, do the work, man. Do the work. But do realize this: if you can't back, if your backing skills are poo poo, and you want to come out here and be local, oh man, your CDL is gonna be gone as quick as you got it.
Oh yeah.
Because I back about 20 times a day. If you
Jeez.
can't back, because when you're out there on the road, you only back what, 2 times a day,
Right.
maybe twice, maybe 3 times a day. Your
times a
backing
week.
skills need to be proficient. You need to be able to blind side, side, straight line back. The straight line back is bread and butter. I mean, of course, but I do
Absolutely.
that so many times. So people, practice your backing skills when you get a chance, because that stuff's important when you come out here and be local. So
I agree. I
that's all
completely
I
agree
wanted to
with you.
say with that.
I appreciate you, Lando. Thank you.
No problem, man. Talk to you later.
I see everybody's in here. Give me a second. Shooter, SoCal, Weasley, Quellstar, what's going on?
What's going on, Trucker Brown? You can hear me?
I can hear you clear, buddy.
Oh yeah, what's going on? I just I came upon you like probably like 2-3 months ago. I just started. Like the guy who trained me was showing me your videos and stuff. He was trying to teach me how to run and stuff like that. So I just been tapping in ever since. Just been tapping in with your videos and just keeping just
Hey, man.
watching it.
I appreciate it, man. I got a question for you because you look wet behind the ears. How
What
old?
that mean?
How
What that
old
mean?
are you?
Oh, I'm 21.
Whoa, 21 years old.
I'm 21. I turned 22 in March. So I say like, yeah, I turned 22 soon. But I just started. I got hired with this company October the 6th.
Hey, man. Let me say something that I don't know if people are telling you, because I don't know your background and everything, and the positivity in your family. I don't know any of that stuff. So I'm gonna say this: you are 1,000 miles ahead of the game, brother. You're winning, bro. At 21, I was on drugs and homeless in Washington, D.C. with no driver's license. You are 2,000 miles ahead of where I was at 21 years old.
Right.
If you could just not knock somebody up, save a little money, and don't coon out, man, you'd be on top of the world in 10 years, bro. That's a fact.
I'm trying. It's a little hard. It's a little hard. I got a car loan, so that's really the only thing I'm dealing with right now. But
Is it a
besides,
Dodge?
no. I got it's an Acura.
Hey, is it a new car? How new is it?
It's a 2017, so it's new, kind of considered to a lot of people, but it's not really technically new.
No.
But
Listen, if you put your mind to it and take your steps, you can pay that baby off in a year and a half, and you be in a good place, man. Just don't pop no churn out real early, because they're gonna be throwing it at you, playboy, because you make more than anybody in your age group. So
I ain't gonna lie, it's been a while.
I mean, if you think about it, let me think, dude. Okay, the average person, where are you from?
I'm from Maryland. I was born in Baltimore.
Oh, DMV. That's my area right there. So technically, Baltimore isn't the DMV. We got a little situation, but that ain't nothing. But listen, you're the average person in the DMV that's 21 is not seeing no money, bro.
Right.
You understand? If you reach, what is the average income of Baltimore? Let me type this in. Income of Ball. And I think this is important because something that I didn't have when I started making money was not a cockiness. I didn't have the information for me to have the confidence of what I was doing. So I was maneuvering like I was normal, and I didn't know I wasn't. And that's a very important thing. You need to know where you stand. So the average person from 25 to about 40 makes $30,000 in Baltimore. So that means all the old heads on the block that was like, young bucks, they making like $41,000, dog. And that's if they doing well.
Right.
So you have to understand where that sits in the country. The apps that even if she tell you she about to get a bachelor, she about to be making $36,000 when she get out. She ain't gonna make nothing. You are in the position to keep your nose clean and run like you're supposed to see $70,000, $80,000. That means you can see 2.5 times what your uncles and shit are making. And here's the thing that's going to really screw you up. They know it. So you have to keep your head on straight because a lot of shit about to come at you and you gonna be like, well, damn, this is different. Like you gonna think like, damn, I come back, I must look like a fucking model because they're just throwing it. What the hell's going on? They know, bro.
Right.
And I'm gonna tell you got to keep it together because, listen, man, that's a hard thing to turn down. The admiration, it can get in your brain and it can really mess you up. So you just got to know that, okay. And then if you mess around and train, let's say you go train, you be seeing 120 and you all you need is 9 months. You be seeing $120,000 a year with no student loan at 22 years old, bro. That is disgusting.
You talking about training with the company I'm currently with?
Yeah, if you what I don't know where you at. Where are you?
I'm with Rail Transport.
Yeah, if you train there, you be in the 90s.
Yeah. They allow people to train after 6 months.
There you
got
go.
6 months, accident free and all that other stuff. They allow you to train.
There you go. So then the next question is, what do you do with all the money?
Honestly, I get paid. It's my car note, my phone bill, my car insurance, and just food for me to keep in the truck. I mean, that's honestly it.
You in the truck by yourself now, right? You done with training?
Yeah, I'm done with training by myself.
And they got you on East Regional?
I'm national, so but I just came from Wisconsin a couple of days ago, but right now I'm in Pennsylvania. I'm picking up at Ashland's, PA at the Mott's. I got an appointment in like 4 hours.
That's bananas. So you reefer?
Yeah, I'm reefer. Yep, reefer.
Man, you killing it, bro. So you just got to figure out how to, old head told me, he said if I would have saved $200 a check when I start working, he used to always say that, man, if I had to save $200 a check when I start working, but I end up having kids, you ain't got that. Right now, you could look at your check and say, you can call your bank and say, slide over $200 to my savings account every week. And you could just forget about it for 5 years. Let's see what that number is. I just want to know what this number is. Hold on. This number is if you were to just slide over $200 and we was to time that by 52 and then times that by 5, you would have, and this is not your retirement, this is just on your debit card, you would have $52,000 in liquid. Just sitting there. Now, history shows you're going to fuck that up. But if you don't, you're going to screw that up. I'm just going to let you know that now. You're going to fuck that up terribly. But it's still good to know. My suggestion to you would be think of things in 12 and 36 months because everybody in your age bracket thinks of things in every 3 months. If you think of things and you go every bill you have, multiply it by 12. That's when I realized when this girl I was dealing with, she was older than me. She wasn't a girl. She was like, I want an Escalade. And I broke down how much an Escalade is. And I told her, it sounds like, oh, it's $1,200 a month. That's $15,000 a year. And I told her, you're spending $15,000 a year to go to Walmart. That shit is insane.
That's a lot of money.
Everybody they think, because when you go to a place to finance, they always break it in a little payment. And you feel like I could do that.
Yeah, the interest. Like I didn't when I signed my paper for my car, like after you talk to them, they get you processed with insurance and everything, and you go in there with the room with I guess the manager to sign the papers. I wasn't reading them papers; I was just signing them, and like probably like a year after, I'm looking at them papers, and they say at the end when you pay this car off, you will pay a total of. And I'm looking at it, I'm like, damn, if I'd have seen that, I wouldn't even done it.
Yeah. I mean, shoot, if you had the car for how many years?
I had it for, I think 2 years. I had it for over a year for sure.
Yeah. So you got an Acura. Which one did you get?
TLX.
So if your credit was okay, hopefully your mom helped you co-sign it for me. Your payment's like what, $550 or $600?
Well, when I got a refinance. So when I first got it, it was $575. I got a refinance. Now it's $470.
Oh man, you're a trucker now. That ain't no money, bro. That ain't no money. That once you get out there and learn what you're doing, my brother's on the line. He'll tell you my cell phone been over $400 for the past 5 years, bro. Like that ain't no money to you. But but another thing you could do if you smart, you could double the payments and pay it off. Get rid of it.
I'm gonna think about that.
Don't get rid of the car, but just say, I don't want this payment no more. Another thing you could do too, you could look at your car and decide and commit to say, I'm going to keep this car for 15 years. A lot of people don't do shit like that. They leave it up to chance.
Right.
Just say, I'm going to keep this car. No matter what's going on, I'm just going, even if I get another car, I'm going to keep this car. This is going to be my workhorse for me to get back and forth to work for the next 15, 20 years. And you'd be surprised how many problems people put themselves in over a car, because we're in America. We're programmed to like cars. We have a car culture here. And I mean, cars can help you get a lot of butt and vagina. It helps you have standing with your boys. You know, it's a big deal. But when you really break it down, it's just taking your money, bro. Because now you're driving, you ain't gonna see the car. You're just paying for that shit for no reason.
If I can go back, I just kept my Nissan Altima. Honestly, if I can go back,
you had an Altima.
I had a Nissan. I had a 2012 Nissan Altima.
Damn,
that was,
bro.
Yeah, I'd have been killing them right now if I had that.
And you traded it in?
I don't know. It's heartbroken. I traded it in. And I ain't gonna lie, they got me on that too, because I should never trade it in for that much. I told my dad, he was like, damn, you could have drove that to Florida. I'd have got it off of you. I'm like, damn. Man, I don't even want to talk about
I used to sell cars, man, and you never trade a car in. This old head car salesman told me, I was like, so you gonna give him the $5,000 for the car? Because I was helping my client out. I'm thinking, I'm trying to be a good salesman. And he like, yeah, tell him yeah. So I told him yeah. He said, hey, look, man, the payment dropped $100. So the dude was like, all right, that's a good deal. He signed it off. So I was like, man, I didn't think you were gonna give him that for the car. He was like, I didn't give him that for the car. He said, I gave him $1,200 for the car. I was like, how did the fuck you do that? He was like, I just extended the payment and the payment dropped. So he felt like he got his money. And he basically just stole the car. Then he turned around and sold the car for $16,000. I was like, gosh, this is a dirty game, bro.
Yeah.
That means dude could have sold it for 13 grand himself. He just didn't know. That's how it be, bro. That's how it be. But it's one of them. What the fuck? My old lady calling me and shit. It's one of them things, man, you learn as you get older, but here's one of the smartest things ever told to me, man. Keep your shit, bro. Don't get rid of it. If you were to get another car in 5 years, it should be a second car. It should not be in spite of this car. Like, it should be like, oh, I got a car I want, I did well. I want to go get a Hellcat or some coon shit. You just go, you know what I'm saying? You just go get your coon card and pick it up. You know what I'm saying? But don't get rid of your workhorse. Like, as they say, you leave with the person who brought you here. That's the car that got you to work for the past 10 years. That's the car you keep. Yeah, that's a fact, man. Listen, I appreciate you watching. Keep watching. I gotta call my peoples in here. You can stay in the queue. If you have something you want to say, just hit private and I'll bring you back in.
All right, and like I said, I appreciate this because you've been teaching me how to run. My guy, he put me on to you, so I appreciate it.
All right, well now listen, if you know how to do it, you can send them logs and we can really get into it.
Yeah, you say that, I'm like, man, I'll send them my logs anytime, man. We can dig down into it. I ain't scared.
All right, well, you know how to do your log situation?
Dang.
You know how to look at your 8-day and all that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm looking at it right now. I can flip my camera on this. You talking about this right here?
Yeah. So you got you have a thing on there that shows you how long you've been in the sleeper berth?
Yep.
Now, I'm gonna give you a chance to look at it, right? Ain't gonna put you on the spot like that. So this is what we gonna do. I gotta call my peoples in here and all that. You need to look at the past 4 weeks. And on days that's drive days, not when they sat you at a shipper, like regular days, how long were you in the sleeper? I'm going to bring you back in here in about 10 minutes, okay?
All
right, write that joint down, and we're going to see what you've been doing. And I want to know how many times you stopped. I mean, every time you went off duty. And you got to count them for each day, and then we're going to talk about it. Stay on the line and look at that real quick.
All right, got you.
All right. I'm hating on that nigga, bro. This fool 21 years old, bro.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, dog. He 21 years old, bro.
Ooh, Similac behind the ears and everything.
Just getting all types of money at 21.
I'm tell you something. What you didn't hit him with was the real gem. The real gem is not having a fucking apartment. Oh, excuse my French. Not having an apartment.
Well, I'll assume you still live with people. Hold on. You still live with your peoples, right?
I'm still living with mama.
Yeah,
Oh
don't.
yeah, you
Yeah,
winning.
yeah. Don't leave mama house, bro. Don't leave mama house, bro. Don't do it, dog. I'm telling you, don't do
You
it.
ain't never there. Gonna kick a couple dollars and show me that you take up space or your stuff take up space because you ain't gonna be there.
Yeah,
But,
yeah. No apartments,
you know,
bro. No
yeah,
apartments.
Don't. That's the real move right there. A lot of drivers, especially young cats. Oh man, I'm making 1,500 a week. Oh, good, you feel me? Next thing you know, you go sign up for an apartment. Ooh, do the math on that for a year. That's another $15,000 a year.
Shit, it's more than that now. Hold on, Star. Hold on. Yeah, I mean, if he can duck an apartment and a kid for about 5 years, he be set up, bro.
Yeah,
Set up.
yeah. The biggest thing is gonna be that sweet thigh meat. Sweet thigh meat is gonna be the biggest thing right there.
Yeah, that hot bear meat gonna get him. That's the one that's gonna it get everybody, bro. You can't duck it, bro. You can't duck it.
Wally gonna get you every time. Every time.
Yeah, that's the one that's gonna get you because everything can be going well, and you can do a jab when you should have did a hook, and that's a wrap. Jack, it's over.
It's a dub. You know what? You know what's gonna get them? Well, I hope it don't. But what gets people that age is the fact that they still 21 years old. Your body telling you still gotta breathe. Like so, you just horny as hell
For no reason.
You know what I'm saying?
Just midday hard-ons.
And next thing, and on top of that, the worst part about it is being that way and having money to do something about it.
Yes, I told him. I said, man, you won't. They ain't see. My thing is about life. When you doing that good, no one's gonna tell you, but they're gonna treat you differently.
Oh yeah.
So you're doing that good, but they're like trying to get to you without you knowing you doing that good.
Randomly start wanting your advice. Like
yeah, crazy pictures. Like,
oh
man, the inbox is ridiculous, bro. Like,
I know his inbox. Bro got the dreads and everything right now. Fresh out of B-More. You know.
Right. Fresh out of B-More. So you know they
on it.
He gonna go out west and put the accent on them. Come on, bro. He winning, bro.
The accent gonna kill him.
Bro. I know good and well that I'm happy I didn't get my shit at 21 because I'd have fucked it up, bro. Oh my God, dog. I'd have screwed it up.
But I did mine my BS when I was in the Army, so it's like I messed mine up in the Army. So I wasn't making nowhere near that amount of money. But I'm telling you something about them uniforms though. Man.
Yeah, I mean that's wow, look at the personal messages. I don't know what white person I pissed off, but if you go to private chat on your screen, he was waiting for me to call him in so he could scream that on live.
Yeah.
It's like I ain't even been talking about white people for a while. Where this coming from?
Man, bro, people just be trolling. I ignore them because it's like at the end of the day, hey, that's your limited vocabulary. You want to call me names and all this, man. You don't miss me with the fool. You know what I'm saying? Like, congratulations. Yeah, that's it. You got me. Whatever. I'm a razorback, wetback coon. Like, whatever. Like, shit. You know what I'm saying?
It's like, dude, whatever. I'm about to be 40 years old. You don't think I've heard it before, bro? Like,
I told somebody, man, like, you got to do better. I said, come on, man, you still calling people niggas? Like, what about my personal favorite is moon cricket? Like, you gotta come up with something I ain't heard before.
What the hell is a moon cricket?
I don't know, but you know what I'm saying. I heard somebody call somebody that. You know
Jesus
what I'm saying?
Christ, a moon cricket. Hold on.
Cricket.
Hold on. I got another caller. Stay on the line. SoCal, you in here? I assume you wanted to say something. Then I assumed incorrectly. D-Raj.
Yo.
That man, 21 years old, bro.
Ooh. Well, I kind of, hold on. Let me see. I heard a little bit of it. I gotta, just getting back in the truck. What was he saying? I'm sorry, man. Like, my
Well,
bad. My bad.
Quellstar, Qstar. I'm probably saying his name wrong and shit, bro. But we gonna call him Q Star because niggas be coming in here with biblical name. I don't be knowing what it mean. But Q
Right.
Star calls in and says his trainer put him onto the channel. He's been watching me for a few months, and he 21 years old, bro.
Ooh, we.
No kids,
Ooh.
just still at mom's crib,
Oh.
and all he got is a $400 car note, bro. I said
Oh.
that shit ain't fair, bro.
Oh. I'm hating.
Big time.
I'm hating.
Big time. Oh, I hope he
I'm
get a
hating.
scale ticket. I hope he get a scale ticket. I really do. Like, screw
Yep. Go get an apartment. I want you to buy a house.
Nah.
Go buy shoes. Yep. Just buy all kinds of dumb stuff. You got all the money in the world. Just go buy it. Yeah. Spend all your money. You gonna get it back next week. Don't worry. Truck it is perfect. You gonna get all that money back.
Yeah, go get Louis Vuitton slippers.
Go get it all.
Them
Get
ugly
it
sneakers
all.
y'all like, them weird
Yes,
Dior sneakers. Get it
yes.
all, bro.
Oh, hey, bro. Man, let me tell you something, boy. It's my, again, I one thing I'm going to do, I'm gonna make sure I don't sound like the truck drivers from 2016. Okay, that's been in the game forever.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, $400. That's it. Oh
He
man, the
winning.
things I would do in trucking.
He winning, bro. He just winning, bro. He ain't got no responsibilities.
But see, I ain't really get to hear everything. He gonna be the guy that want to go home all the time.
Oh, let's ask him. He's still here. How much do you go home, Q Star?
All right, so when I first left, when the company first flew me out, I was out for like 52 days before they first sent me home. And I got my own truck. I got home. I was probably out for 3 weeks. My first time getting my own truck, I was out for 3 weeks, and I went home. And then
already too quick. Already.
No, stop hating on that man, bro. Listen, Q Star. Listen. I don't know what your exact goals are, but the best way to capitalize on the pay scale they're gonna give you is gonna be 8 weeks.
8 weeks.
That's the way. That's how you get all your fuel
minimum
bonuses. That's how you get all your extra pays. Because what they do is, before they give you these fuel bonuses, they just don't tell you that there's a mile restriction in it.
See, this the thing though. Like I say, like 2 days ago, I just called my fleet manager because I was supposed to go home today. I told him I want to change my home time. And he's like, when? I said March 14th. I just told him that. And then he was kind of shocked because I talked to my trainer. I'm like, I'm trying to get better paychecks, and he was saying you need to stay out longer. He was saying you like the average Joe. So I'm like, all right, bet. I'm gonna stay out longer. And I heard on one of your videos you were saying you stay out for 3 to 4 months.
Yeah, yeah, I did. Let's put some let's
old videos there.
Yeah, you went back a minute. Let's be clear because I don't know. I'm a little bit more informed now as an older guy that like I said, I don't know what you're trying to achieve. Okay, so I can tell you should be out that long if you were trying to do a certain goal. Now, I'll give you the minimum. 4 months is crazy. I've met people who do 6 months and 12 months, but 4 months means you really got something you're trying to get done. But at the bare minimum for you to maximize your pay scale, 8 weeks is gonna be the best you can do. It's gonna be the best you can do for the most minimum. Anything under that, your DM is not gonna tell you, but he ain't messing with you if you do anything under 8 weeks.
Yeah, you just want to have a job and say you're a truck driver and call it a day.
Yeah, so he knows like he basically he's scared of the road. He ain't a road dude because there's a difference between a dude who needs a job and a dude who really does the road thing. And we don't know when you want to go local. See, I was just running to be out here. I didn't have nowhere to go, so you may want to be local. We don't know that.
Ugh.
There's only one thing that's gonna make me want to be local.
What's that?
Ugh.
The paychecks of being OTR.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. The paychecks.
You said the what?
The paycheck.
OTR.
What company you at again?
Rail transport.
Okay. What I don't know. Are we discussing what the paychecks are? Because I really want to help the guy, especially at
Huh?
21.
Like, I don't got no shame in my game, honestly. Like, I don't got no shame.
Well,
Talk
look,
about
it's not. It's the paychecks are not important at his level because he's not that good at running yet. So it's
Right.
more about what are they paying per mile.
Yeah.
so it's like a sliding pay scale. So it's like it's our sliding pay scale is between 53 cents and 56 cents per mile.
That ain't bad, bro. That
Yeah.
ain't
That's. I
that ain't
started out
bad.
at 38.
I started out at 24. I started at 24.6. Hey, Joe Lee, you're not gonna scream and call me a nigger, are you? Okay, cool. I just need to know because I've been having a lot of that going on. So I just want to make sure I don't get my live shut down. So give me a second. I'm gonna call you in here. Listen, bro. At 53 cents, because 53 being the minimum they can give you, right?
Right.
At 53 cents, you're winning.
Yeah.
Now you're winning in a way that that wasn't heard of when I got into the game. Like I said, I started at 24 cents, bro. You're getting 53 cents a mile if you run tight like you're supposed to, and stopping 5-6 times on the drive day. Because I got a feeling every new person does that, bro. So I was like, I ain't seen your logs yet. We ain't gotten to that, but stopping 15 times a day. Stop being in the sleeper longer than 10 hours when it's a drive day. That alone will boost your check to a very high rate. And another thing I'm gonna give you too, at this age of your CDL, there's no point in changing jobs. All of them are the same at this age, so there's no point in switching. If you were thinking, I'm gonna go don't think that right now.
Yeah, it's all the same.
Until you get 2 years, there ain't no point in jumping jobs, bro. They all the same. They do the same stuff. Matter of fact, they all go to the same shippers. You'll still jump jobs and be having your same job. You'll be going to the same Walmarts, the same crap. Ain't nothing gonna change. So get your 2 years in, learn what you like to do, and then at that point you can say, let's say okay, I want to do flatbed, but your company has a flatbed division. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can move around like that. You don't have to leave the company. You can say, all right, I want to try flatbed out, and your DM will set you up in flatbed if you want to try something different. But I would advise against just hopping jobs for money, because in this business, it doesn't work.
And don't lease a truck.
Don't lease a truck right now.
I ain't ready for all that. I don't even know if I'm gonna come on.
Now keep looking at your logs. I gotta call Jolie in here, and when I call you back, we gonna need an explanation on those. So,
Gosh,
look at your logs. 1 second. Jolie,
Hey, what's going on, man?
what's going on, brother? They picking on me today, man. So I had to screen you a little bit. That's it.
Nah, I ain't on that.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm the complete opposite, man. I've been watching you for a long, long time. Like, you would think, I know a lot of people say that, but I really have. Like, before I even knew I wanted to even be a truck driver, I was a young dude in bed just watching your rant videos, and you know what I'm saying, all the ones you probably done took down by now. I've seen them. Like, I watched them. Like,
man, that's that's 7-8 years ago, bro.
That's some vintage. Yeah, that's some vintage stuff right there. And I'm just glad I was there for the moment, because I've seen it for what it was, and not everybody get to see that part of you. So
Facts.
that was a golden time right there. That motivated me a lot. So I'm 9 months in right now, and
how old are you?
I just turned 24 in November.
So you was watching me at 16?
Yeah, if not earlier than. I think I might have been like a little younger than that, but definitely by 16 I was watching. Like,
that is crazy.
Like, dead serious.
I don't even know if that's good for your childhood development, bro.
Nah. I'm mature for my age. I was always like mature for my age. So you 9 months in, if you don't mind, generally where you at? I'm with Schneider, man. I don't mind talking about it. I'm with Schneider.
Oh, 1 second. Give me a second. I am actually going to take your face off, because Snyder's funky.
Yeah, they funky, but
Yeah.
I'm about to leave them anyway, probably soon. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got my TWIC card and hazmat on the way. I'm just waiting on an email from my TSA pre-check right now.
So you winning then? You got all your endorsements.
Yeah, I just talked with the dude from Pilot the other day locally. I just stopped and talked to him right there where I was fueling at, and we chopped it up for a good minute. Exchanged phone numbers. He gave me the phone number to one of his recruiters and whatnot, and I'm just waiting on the email, man. It ain't nothing to me. Like, I feel like the account that I'm on, they kind of cool. They pretty cool, but Schneider as a company, yeah, they a little strict, but it's not a bad deal, man. I like this gig. I ain't
So
gonna lie to you.
so where are you at? Arizona, west, south?
Nah, I live in Georgia, man.
Oh, you down there? Oh my God, 24
Hey,
in Georgia with a CDL. How many kids you got?
I ain't got no kids.
Oh,
I don't have no kids, man. I ain't trying to have no kids for a long time, man. I want to be set before I even think about that.
you winning, bro.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
You're winning. Yeah, yeah. The D-Raj, everybody ain't on that village crap you on. Chill.
I mean, it's cool. I mean, I don't got no problem with kids. It just is what it is.
So you doing? What do you think you're? Uh-oh. Yeah, yeah.
A little navigation going on.
Yeah, yeah. Got to keep that on, man. I done missed turns. Turn that off.
Nah, I'm
So
on that bridge right now. There's nothing but water. It ain't nothing but water right now.
so what do you think you're gonna try to get done in the next 5 years?
Oh shoot, just get a house. Make sure I got a roof over my head. I'm with my mom's right now, just trying to save up money. She
Smart.
not tripping about me leaving. She got her house paid off. She don't pay no rent. I just help her pay the bills. We
That's
got
smart.
three. I'm the youngest out of my family. I got three older brothers, and you know they help her every now and then, or she might have to help them because I got we from Mexico, so I got family out there too. So, I might help them out. Money go a long way out there.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I know you ain't build no little villa out there. No
Oh, we got a house out. My mom got a house out there before she even came to the U.S.
Oh, you
I'm the only
chilling.
one born here. Like in my family, I'm the only one born here. So it hit a little different.
Oh, you winning, man. That means you bilingual too.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, you killing it, bro.
yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you, man.
yeah, you're killing. All you got to do is, stay close to what you say you want to get done. Make sure your logs is right. Make sure you running tight.
How could they not be, man? I've been listening to you forever, man. Like that stuff is together, man. I don't spend, like you said, no more than 10 hours in the sleeper. As soon as that 9:59 over with, I don't do this. Like that's just what it is.
That's the
I
smartest
don't
way to
think
do
TP
it.
does that anymore though.
Hey,
I
I'm
mean, I have my days. I have my days, but it's not a big deal. I might go like extra hour, 30 minutes or something, and
if the load allows.
it ain't gonna affect my check too much because the way this account set up, it ain't really like that. Just make sure you get back for the next load. That's all that is.
Yeah, see,
You'll
if
be
you
straight.
like I tell people, really that's for drive days, and if you're set up that way, like you
Exactly.
said, you may be running something that doesn't necessarily require you to do that. Like, I'll give a perfect example. So if let's say Q Star, he's running reefer, and he the next load he gets don't pick up, and they send him something like 01 to 11:59 or 23:59. You don't have to run it that strict. It's just that when you're on those drive days where you're just trying to get to where you're going, that's the best time to keep it that tight because you can show up somewhere too early and they can burn your whole clock.
Mm-hmm.
So you can say, I'm trying to be ahead of the game, and then you get there at 10 and they don't load you till 9 o'clock at night.
Right. I mean, it definitely helps though. Either way it goes, it ain't no bad thing. It might help you get the next best load, if anything. You get there quicker, you know. So
1 second. Alexis, call in. Call in. We love to have new people on the channel. Well, listen, bro, I want you to keep doing what you're doing. I got to check in on Q Star, and I'm about to
for sure,
press him about his log. So stay in the wings. You
for
can
sure.
hear. All right, let's see what these logs is like. I hope he got his logs together.
We.
Cause he talking like his stuff together. So now we here goes the test. All right.
Only see 8 days back.
Okay, 8 days is fine. Again, give me the 8 day. Give me a drive day where you don't understand what I mean by drive day.
I see like January 10th, January 8th. So I guess you call it the whole day.
Okay, so a day you didn't pick up or drop off. It was just 600 miles of driving.
I got one day with my biggest mile day was on the 10th. That was 500 miles.
Okay. Okay, and how many times did you stop?
I don't even know.
Okay. Every time
'Cause
it goes up and says off duty, that's a stop.
it say 0.
No,
What
no,
about
no, no.
sleeper birth?
Sleeper birth, it say 13 hours and 51 minutes.
Hold on, we got to back up. So, are you putting yourself off duty when you stop?
Uh, well, most of the times when I stop, uh, that's one thing I gotta get better with. When I stop, I got. Now, but I barely walk away from the truck though. Only time I do it is if I gotta use the bathroom. Uh, most
Yes.
times I stop. Most times I only stop for a field stop. Like I don't need to be stopping. Well, I use the bathroom. I would just stop at a rest area. I use the bathroom in the truck and just keep going.
All right. We have to. I got to talk to you like the police right now. So basically, what they could hit you with is that you incorrectly logged.
Right.
So when you stop and you're not doing no work, no matter what you're doing, that's off duty. So you're supposed to log that in. So if I was looking at your logs right now, I would give you a ticket.
Right.
So it's supposed to be off duty. You're technically supposed to be on duty when you're fueling, but I don't do that shit. But you're supposed to. You're supposed to. You know, so
fuel stop like when I'm about to pull off. I just be on fuel stop for like 10 seconds.
right. That'll get you a ticket too if you get a rookie. But don't worry about that because a lot of people don't do that. Now, is there a day where you correctly logged where we can know how many times you averagely stop a day? What's the average times you stop a day that ain't a break? Like you just stopping to be stopping.
Well, on the 11th, which I think that was yesterday, I was on off duty for 15 minutes.
15 minutes for the whole day.
Whole day, yeah. Just that off duty. You see, 15 minutes, 48 seconds.
Good gracious, bro. You damn near tighter than me, bro. Shit. Yeah. You gonna have to send me them laws, bro. I don't believe you. No, you gonna have to send the laws, dog. So this is what we gonna do. We shit. Matter of fact, I can put it in the private chat. Let me put it in the private chat. Now this thing, you're supposed to know how to do this too. This is another ticket. You know how to email your logs, right?
Yeah, I see email HOS logs. I see submit HOS logs. But I think the email one is what I got.
So this is what you do. I'm sending you my email log in the private chat. You type that email into that, and it'll send me your logs, like I'm the cop.
All right, I'm typing it right now.
While you doing that, I'm gonna holler at D-Raj. Give me a second.
I'll let your boy.
Is he the oracle, or he just not reading it right, bro?
Yeah, you gotta see. He might not know.
Yeah,
he might be. I don't know.
Yeah, because he sounding like he do better than us. Like he sound like he tighter than us right now.
Yeah, because you got to do a 30-minute break.
Right.
So that's you got to see what it look like.
Oh, SoCal says drop link. I thought I had the link in there, man. Hold on. I'm dropping it now, SoCal. Because I'm not going to lie. The thing I messed my money up with, or I slowed, the biggest, I'll say the biggest thing I ever learned that helped me the most was logs. Because my first year, I didn't care about logs, and I was leaving a bunch of money on it. That's the biggest. That's one of them lessons you learn that you feel like someone should have told you, and they just let you burn your own money. Like no one ever even said anything about it. I dropped the link, SoCal. I dropped the link. So I mean, other than that, but I mean, you quit trucking.
Quit trucking, man. Oh man, I quit driving.
There we go. Now I can see it. Sneaky bastard. Hold on. Let me look at this. Let me. Y'all give me a second. Tell us how you quit driving while I look at these laws.
Hey man, well, as everybody knows, we got my own authority and stuff, and when you got your own, when you're driving for someone else, and things just not working out, it's easy for you to pick up and leave. So at the time, a lot was going on, and I needed time for myself. And they had this one dispatcher, bro. It was she's just real rude. You know, R.I.P. to her. She passed away a couple of months ago. You know, but
Wow, you
no
bad
one,
mouthing the dead lady, man.
no one deserves that. But I'm just talking about my experience, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, and car. I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell y'all. You know, you want to make more money, you get into specialty stuff. You want to make more money, you just haul some cars. But I'm gonna tell you, it's a rough job. It ain't easy. So
Right.
when your day is bad, it's a bad day.
All right.
Because now you got to load up. Depending on where you're going, where you at, you may have to load up about 20 cars, 20, 30 cars in one day.
Mm.
And whew, boy.
Yeah,
So
that's brutal, man.
yeah. So it was just doing that and having to deal with what I had to deal with and trying to get this authority up off the ground. It was time to go. It was just time to go.
Hey, man,
And
you gotta do what's good for you, man. At the end of the day.
yeah,
Hold on,
got to.
Dirty Broke, I see you. I hope you got some time. You at the house. Give me a second. Um, uh, I looked at these logs. Where's Q Star at? SoCal, I see you. Give me a second. I'm trying to work this out.
Copy.
Q Star, can you hear me? Young man, can you hear me? He can't hear me. Let's boot him.
Oh, shit.
Let's boot him. He'll jump back in. But I got his ass though. I got him. Let's look at these sleeper berths real quick. Now his drive day impeccable. There's nowhere where I could tell him he needs to do better. Some of these days could be a load day. I don't know. But I looked through all of the days that he sent me, and nothing in here is under 13 hours in the sleeper. I see 17 hours in the sleeper.
Damn.
I see 14 hours in the sleeper.
Yeah.
I see 13:51. I see 16:33. And I see 14:41. Now you get a 2-day. You hear Q Star? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what happened. I had to make a whole new account thing.
It happens. Now listen to what I'm saying to me. If you can hear me now. Your drive day, like during the day, you're impeccable. There's literally nowhere I can improve on. You can improve on that. You're doing. You keep doing that. But see, the reason why your drive days is so good because you had a good night's sleep. Now I'm reading this thing. 2 of these days you get a bonus pass on. I can't really get on you because I don't know you could be picking up a load. But I'm looking at your sleeper berth. I see 15. I see 1940. I'm assuming that's a pickup day. I see 2032. I see 17. I see 1414. That's 14 hours and 14 minutes. 1351. And hold on, is there one more? Yeah.
Maybe he's loading and unloading and putting it on sleeper when he's loading and unloading.
As soon as I stop, as soon as when I'm on a field stop, I be going on sleeper. When I'm if I got to stop use the bathroom, I go on sleeper. When I'm getting unloaded, I be going on sleeper. So I can't just stop my 70 from taking.
Yeah, well, here's the thing about that. You can't do that. Yeah, now that's one of them things where a rookie, not all of them are gonna do that. What we're telling you is what they can do. This is not what they're gonna do always. But he can look at this and say you're incorrectly logging. You can't do that. You when you're doing fueling, you would have to go. If we're being everything by the book, you should be on duty. But if you're not on duty, you would be on off duty if you're trying to do a fueling 30. Now, these sleeper berths I'm looking at, all of these are not that. Even if you did that, that would bring down your lowest day to 13 hours and 23 minutes. That's still. Now, you told me you were nationwide, so I'm doing this on the premise that you're nationwide reefer, right?
Right.
This isn't the end of the world. This isn't going to get you fired. This isn't going to do anything like that. All this does is take money from you. That's it. You could be this way for the rest of your career. You just lose money. They wouldn't say anything because you can still be on time. But let's say if you picked up a load, and you were racing SoCal, and I'm just gonna be honest with you, SoCal he gonna burn you up because he knows how to do his clock, and I give you and SoCal the same load from Georgia to Fontana. From these numbers that I'm looking at, SoCal will be a day and a half ahead of you.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
And let me tell you why. He's gonna be a day ahead of you because every day you wake up. Let's say we use this day. SoCal, he gets up at 9 o'clock because he's gonna go inside, do what he's supposed to do. He's gonna be gone at 10 hours. First day, you were in the sleeper 14 and 31 minutes late. So if he left at 6, you left at 7, 8, 9, 10 o'clock in the afternoon. Okay. Now keep up. This is math. This isn't an opinion. This is just math. The next day, you were 6 hours behind him. The next day, you were 13:51 behind him. The next day, so what he's going to start doing, he's going to start lapping you. And even if you drive faster than him, none of that matters.
Yeah, he be going 55 miles an hour.
Now, peep game. SoCal's going to get loaded. Let's say he's going to create opportunity. So when SoCal gets there, he going to call the dude and be like, "Hey man, I'm already unloaded." And the guy's going to be like, "Oh, really?" He's going to give him a gravy load going to somewhere else. He's going to be a day into his next load when you're just showing up. So at the end of the week, it's going to end up being SoCal has an extra, we'll just say SoCal has an extra load over you. And that equates to, at 53 cents a mile, that can equate to $350. And you may think, that's not that much money. But if you multiply that type of discipline by 52 weeks, he killed you on the year to date. You see how that looks?
Yeah, I see.
Now that doesn't mean they're gonna fire you or anything like that. He just got more money than you.
Add up the hours after 10 hours for the 7 days, and how many hours is that he wasted, and that'll tell him how many hours he could have ran.
The reason why I say it's kind of weird because I don't know, like right now, my days say sleeper break for 14, but I don't have to be there until like about 6:30.
That's why I gave you a 2-day differential, because some days you're loading. Loading days don't matter. That's why I'm trying to focus on the days you're driving. I can look at your drive clock and tell what a drive day is. Because like I said, your driving is impeccable. You have 5-hour driving stints, so I know you can drive. You're a good driver. But so I said I add these up. It's about right now there's about 14 hours of extra time on the sleeper. And that's with me taking the 2-day differential off. I didn't add the 20 hours because that's a load day, I'm assuming. And I didn't add the 17 hours because that's a load day, I'm assuming. But the rest of the days, if I add it up, you're about 14 hours behind somebody running with you because because of the sleep time. So that's 14 hours of opportunity for more money. Now, the reason why we're doing this is because we want to put you in this mind state, because that's what makes your check get to the point where you're even surprised, like, God damn, my check is huge. Why is my check this big? Because this is like I said, this is pretty much $300-400. So whatever your check is, just up it by $300-400. And then the fact that it puts you in the place to get your fuel bonuses and shit. So we call it the $120. It's like $520 worth of opportunity here. Now let's be clear. You don't have to take it because they're not going to fire you. As long as you're on time, they're not going to say nothing.
Right.
The only where this reflects what we're talking about is your pocket. That's it. What was you going to say, SoCal?
Well, one thing I want to say too is you're looking at 14 hours a week wasted times 4 weeks.
Yeah,
that's a lot of money, right?
50 hours.
And here's another thing too. They might be looking at a load that's expedited halfway, right? Where they need somebody to get out there and get it and run, and it pays really well. They won't give it to you, bro, because you're taking too much time to get somewhere. So they're gonna give you the lower paying loads, because it's gonna give you more time to get there, so you're not late.
Yeah, without even telling you, you won't even know that they're doing this. You're just gonna think this is the way the loads come. Now, if you run this, so this is what I want you to do. I want you to follow this for 30 days. And tell me the difference in loads you get. because your loads are gonna change, and you're gonna be like, you're gonna say something like this: I've never seen this place before. That's how you know something changed. You go, I ain't never been here before. That's how you know something changed. 1 second, Q Star, mold that over. I gotta visit with some people. 1 second, stay on the line. Go ahead, SoCal. What you gotta say?
How you doing, man? First of all, D. Ross, congratulations on that authority, man. Remember, they're gonna audit
Appreciate
you
it.
in 90 days, roughly. So stay
Yeah,
on
yeah.
point. um, One thing I want to say, man, is like in this trucking thing, there's still money out here, right? So the whole thing about this is prepare before you get in situations where you got to rely on a load board,
Mm-hmm.
and just get your money, man. Just stay focused, stay on the journey. Don't sidetrack, and just stay focused.
That's the smartest thing anyone ever said, man. Stay focused, and it's hard. It's hard for them to stay focused out here right now with all the competing news and people belly aching and whining about how much money they're making and everything like that. It's kind of hard for them to stay focused.
Yeah, if
Hmm.
you talk to folks that are negative, delete that from your phone book and don't worry about that while you're on your journey. When you're on your journey, talk to positive individuals that know what they're talking about.
Right,
Y-
right.
you want somebody to talk you out of a good thing, talk to a negative person. They'll talk you right out of a good opportunity.
Facts. They'll try to tell you BJ's are bad for you. Like what? They are. They ruin the world. Like what are you talking about? Hold on. I got to see what my man's Dirty Broke is talking about. Dirty
What's up,
Broke.
man?
Listen,
What's
man.
happening,
I'm just trying to live with a skosh of your balling. That's it. That's all I'm trying to do.
man? I think I came into the wrong life, man.
Why you?
You talking about clocks and all that? It making my head hurt, man. I'm like, what are they talking about? Sleeper berth and and all this and oh man, what fueling and logging off and what is all that talk, man?
Hey, I'm actually about to be giving that up, man. I'm gonna be giving that up if I take this little crane certification path. Um,
Hmm.
but I'll holler at you offline on that. But it's it's hard to let go of OTR, but I think I've gotten to the point where the money does not outweigh the health stuff. Like it's something you may know that a lot of people don't know. Some people
Hmm.
are genetically in a better position to stay OTR than others. They have a better metabolism. They don't have a history of diabetes in their family. And the truth is,
Hmm.
I can't do it for another 10 years and not end up messed up. So I have to make a decision sooner or later.
I got you.
So I
I
may have
feel
to
you on
come
that.
on over. Now I was thinking about going to get my hazmat until the crane thing popped up. I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to go get my hazmat. But the crane,
Anything, just get anything specialized, man. That's what I would tell anybody. Just anything
Facts.
specialized, man. I
right,
don't care
Super
what it is.
facts.
right. So
Fuel, car hauling, just your crane, just don't have it just a regular class A, just bumping docks, general freight. Just try to stay away from that.
yeah, I completely agree because that's where all the raping is going on.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's where all the raping is
Try to
going on.
do try to do something specialized and do it at night. You know why? Because most people don't want to do that. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right. That's
Yeah.
what I'm doing right now. I'm hauling human consumption. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm hauling stuff to make beers and stuff like that and different spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And you'd be surprised how much more that pays than dog food. But I'm hauling stuff like that, and it's at night,
Right.
and it's
And you
just
don't want to
simple.
be driving where you got to worry about a clock. I got to hurry up and get here. I'm gonna run out of time. I got an appointment time. I got to get man. Forget all, man. That's too stressful, man. You know what I'm saying? You just want to
Hmm.
just get to the truck, go on duty. Your money starts until you go off duty, and
Yeah,
that's it.
hourly,
But see,
right?
the thing about that though, because that is, if everybody listening, that is a fact. But some people don't want to do the work.
Facts.
I can understand that.
Some people don't want to do it because, you know, hauling car. Like I said, hauling cars, it could be a day. But again,
Mm-hmm.
do the work to get to where that one car will pay you what 9 cars will pay you. And again, but again, that's a lot of work. You got to get dirty. Are you willing to get on the ground and look under the car because just in case? you know, it's work,
Yeah.
but you ain't got to worry about that clock.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
clock. I'm telling you, that clock will add stress to you. You don't even realize it, man, because you're always
Yeah,
racing against it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
yeah.
saying? It's always like, oh shit, I'm almost out of time. Like, nah, bro,
Because what
nah.
today is what, Thursday, and
Hmm.
so far I have driven uh 1,000 miles from Sunday. Oh no, what's today? Thursday, Friday. What's today? I
Today's
Today's
don't know.
Friday.
Friday. Ain't it? It's
Okay,
Friday.
so to Friday, yeah. So from Sunday to Friday, I've driven 1,000 miles. Now you know. Now had this have been 8 years ago, I'd be pissed.
Yeah. You be screwed. You be screwed too.
Yeah, you know what? Hey, D-Raj made another great point. Now you ain't chasing miles either. You
Yeah,
ain't chasing his clock, and you ain't chasing no miles. Like I gotta get 1,500 miles,
be
2,000 miles,
right.
2,500 man. Forget all that, bro.
Be pissed. And to end my week, I got a nice little 500. Well, I'll say six. So let's say 1,500 miles for the week. And
Hmm.
I sat in L.A. for 3 days.
L.A.
Mm,
Had a good time.
The war
When the eight
zone.
is, yeah, yeah,
mm.
yeah. You know, so it's just, but you got to be willing to do the work.
Yeah.
The job I do,
Agree.
it ain't easy, but it's just you got to get out. It ain't no bumping the dock, and they taking 4 5 hours. You can go sleep in the sleeper. It's like, no, if it take 5 hours to load, it's because it took you 5 hours to
And think about this
load.
Uh,
too, D-Raj, because you say a lot of people don't want to do the work, right? But
Right.
that work is actually going to keep you healthier. That sitting
Facts.
in that truck riding for 700, 800 miles a day, 600 miles a day. No, no, no. That is very unhealthy, bro.
Yeah.
Getting in and
the
out of
cra-
that truck, that's more healthier, man.
I
the
agree.
crazy
And
thing,
can I flex on y'all real quick?
Here we
I don't
go.
know if y'all mind. I'm gonna flex on y'all real quick.
give
And
it
let
give
me
it a
tell you
shot.
something.
Give it a shot.
Get you a super sleeper, okay? if you ain't got you a super sleeper, you ain't a truck driver. You hear me?
Oh my
God dang.
God. No, how about if you have a super sleeper, you ain't a truck driver?
Hey, look, let me tell you something. I feel. Hey, look, let me tell you how my morning go. Right. So I wake up. Oh man. And you know how you wake up sometimes. You done ate something probably crazy the night before. You go, oh shoot, oh, oh. You know, I don't panic. I don't rush. I just get up, take 2 steps, open the door to the left,
And
have a
blow the whole back of the
nice,
truck up.
Mm, mm,
blow it out, you know what I'm saying?
damn it,
And
bro.
then and then after I'm done, you know what I'm saying, I flush the toilet, you know what I'm saying, it goes away. I turn the water on, wash my hands, brush my teeth, and then you know what? Because I just feel like taking a shower.
Jesus
I'm just gonna
Christ.
take a shower. You know what I'm saying? In my truck. You know what I'm saying? Just
So it's safe to say
Oh,
that
showing off, man.
you done
He's
sold
showing
out.
off.
You done sold out. You done sold
oh,
out.
I sold out. Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
Cat
Yeah, sign on
Williams
the dotted
warned us
line.
about
Show did.
y'all. You
Yeah,
done
yeah,
sold
yeah,
out.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm a super trucker now, so hmm
One
but yeah,
one
that was
thing I
just
would say
saying, man.
one thing I would say about Specialized, right? Because I do RGN, low boy stuff, and all that stuff. So just give you guys a rough base rate per mile, right? Because I chase money, I don't chase miles, right?
Right.
So every axle on the ground is $1 a mile.
Mm,
Jeez.
Base rate
Damn.
on an RGN. Base rate.
mm.
And then it goes from there.
How
So
Yeah.
many?
Damn.
you got a 3-axle RGN and a 2-axle truck. You're $5 a mile, and you haven't even added up all the other stuff yet. That's just base. Just get started. Now you got to do everything else. Is it oversized? How heavy is it? All that stuff, man. So you guys want to do some specialized? Get into that RGN
You
stuff.
know what?
Get into that low boy
I
stuff.
gotta give you a Scotia pushback on this. Okay. And I don't think you know what angle I'm coming from, SoCal. And my pushback is you gotta know the Pope's son to do that stuff you're talking about. No normal person can just slide into that. And my thing is with y'all, y'all know that a person can't just say, "Well, I'm just gonna do this." Like
Facts.
and an owner op level as well. Who has as many connections as you, SoCal? Like, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot of
Connections
truth to
or
that.
willing to do the work though. You got to put that in there.
He ain't
Willing to do
working.
the work.
That shit he talking about ain't no hard work. That shit 4 chains. That ain't no work.
Piece of cake.
I actually got
Hey,
groomed to do that, man. I got
hey,
groomed to do that, and I went against my dad. I didn't want to do it. You know how you get when you're young and
Damn,
your
dirty
father wants
bro.
you to do something. He had it all paid for me. Go straight to the union, pull RGN. That's what he did for 30 years. And I said, nope, I want to buy a truck. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
hey, D-Raj, you know the studios, they want me to haul all their cars for the movie industry
yeah.
of California.
So right
And I'm like,
now,
hell no.
give us
That's a lot of work, man. I gotta give you your credit. That's a lot of work, bro.
Yeah.
SoCal, can you give us your plug so we can get into that? And here it goes. Here it goes.
You gotta have a relative.
And what I just showed y'all was, and this is no diss to SoCal because he's doing the right thing. He's not supposed to. Let's be clear.
Yeah.
He's not supposed to do that. But I'm being facetious here and a little bit. But the truth is, some of this, like when Dirty Broke tells you something, all you need is the endorsement and the will. You can go do what he's doing. He's not telling you something you can't do. SoCal, you got to know somebody to do that shit, bro. You can't just do it. You just can't just do it. And that's why when people say, well, why don't you tell people, you know ways to make money in the industry? Yeah, that's true. But I also know some of these things are based on are who you know. And I'm assuming when you're listening to me, you don't know nobody. So I can't give you this.
Because you did. You ought to be there.
You already be there. I can't give you well, go do RGN for $1 axle. I can't just tell you some shit like that because what is that telling you? You can't go do it.
That's just like you might as well sell them a course because you sell somebody a course and they don't do what they supposed to do. It was a waste of time. So that's a waste of time. You're not gonna do what I tell you to go do it. You ain't gonna do the work.
And you young dudes will look at someone like SoCal and be like, well, SoCal's a loser because he's doing it for 20 years. But he's making $5-6 a mile.
Mm-hmm.
That is
bananas.
bananas.
Go make that kind of money. Yeah.
And let's get something else straight. Just get it clear. I don't even have to do this, to be honest with you guys. Like the stuff that I do, I could just stay doing commercials and doing the studio stuff. I don't even have to do trucking. I do trucking because it's in my blood and I enjoy it and I love it. So I stay with it.
That's even a bigger knowing somebody privilege flex. Like you're not in SoCal's position. So the reason why I say that, I just like the information that comes out. It comes with some clarity. And here's another one that I want to address real quick, SoCal, real quick. There's another one I want to address here. When Dirty Broke is telling you this stuff, if you're already in a position, you need to do your year where you're at. You need to do that year. Don't just, I'm just leaving, just going to do what someone said. No, you need to do it correctly. It's not as simple as just doing it. You need to do your year where you're at, especially if you're like Q-Star who only has a 2-month drive-in. Do your year where you're at. Get your maneuvers together. Make sure you don't get no accidents. Because when you start getting over to the, like I call the golden circle of the Dirty Broke jobs, when you get over there, they look at things differently. Number one, you can't be a job hopper at a lot of those places. You cannot be a job hopper. Number two, you can't have a messed up driving record. Number three, you can't have bad tickets. So you need to finish what you start first, but know that, oh, I'm trying to get where Dirty Broke is, where I got a big gold wing and I got all this money. Like, you can't just...
No gold wings, man. HD or nothing. Tell them SoCal, no gold wings. HD or nothing.
I tried to slide it in, bro. I swear.
No, you ain't slide that one in. Hell no.
Yo, hold on. I got callers, y'all. Y'all messing me up. One second, Dirty Broke. Stay on. I want you to stay on the line.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Right now, hit the Cash App. The only one that supported this conversation is 160 people in here. The only one that supported this conversation was the richest dude I ever met in my life. Was SoCal. He's the only one sent to the Cash App. Only one showed love. He sent me 32 cents. And I appreciate that love. He the richest person I've ever met in my life. He the only one show love to the Cash App. But then y'all say, oh, we need more conversations like this. Listen, the regime does not enjoy these conversations. That's why they're not pushed. I got 60 years worth of experience sitting on this live right now. This live should be viral if we were all trying to do better in trucking, right? But if I oiled SoCal up and he was doing a TikTok dance in his joint, he get 3 million views. You see what I'm saying? This is the Gouda Glanja. So hit the Cash App, show love to the creators. So the creator knows, I'll do more of these because I'm in the position. I haven't sold out as of yet. I'm thinking about it though. I ain't sold out yet to where they'll tell me, listen, don't put SoCal on there. He doesn't push the corporate mega carrier narrative, and you'll never hear from SoCal. I'll just be on here telling you to go to Swift, and I just never have them on here. So, if this is something y'all like doing, I'll have it a way where the guys have a time period to come back and the stuff can get out to the people and you can come in and ask these dudes questions and you can follow their pages and it can be an annual thing. I just got to know this is something you into. And from what I'm seeing, if I was up here talking about thotties, y'all have sent me 7 Cash Apps already. We're up here talking real shit and no one's even enjoying they're not showing love for the live. Now, peep game, SoCal. What does that tell a business person? Well, I should just be talking about thotties all the time.
Exactly. You got the wrong crowd watching you.
Yeah, exactly. I should just be talking about butt cheeks, and y'all will be showing love to the live all the time. But then you'll be like, hey, man, why don't you give some game and drop some jewels? I got 60 years of runners sitting in here just chilling. And y'all don't think.
Is there's 2 kinds of folks, right?
What's that?
There's 2 kinds of folks. There's people that go get the money, and the females will chase the money. And then there's dudes that chase the women and throw money at the females. You make the money, the females come to you, bro. You ain't got to go to them.
I know. I mean, shoot, you got all the women, man. You the biggest, richest dude I ever met. Let me ask you a question, SoCal. This is a personal question. This is not nothing to do with trucking.
All right.
Your half-ton truck. It's a Ford, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. I just wanted to put that out there. Now, hold on one second.
It's got that Coyote engine, posi traction, FX4. No. It's ready for everything.
No. That's not what I'm doing here. I just need you to stay on the line real quick. Willis, can I hear from you? Come on, I know you're there. Unmute the phone. Willis.
Oh, he's unmuting. Why he's unmuting TV? He's talking about that crane stuff.
Let me tell you why he's muted. Because he won't get rid of that goddamn Dodge truck.
A Dodge truck.
It done up and blew up on him. And I told him, I said, listen, bro, you need to go get you a Ford truck. And he said, nah, a Dodge is better than Ford. And the son bitch done blew up. And now he don't even want to show his face no more. There you go. Willis.
Let me tell you
I got a call.
The facts about it. Hey, Willis, the facts about Ford, Chevy, Dodge. This is facts, right? You go down, you go get a brand new Chevy truck. You're so excited. You show it to the neighbor, you show it to everybody, right? Look at my new Ford truck, right? In 3 days, Chevy says, hey, come get a Chevy truck right now. We're going to knock $10,000 off your MSRP, right? What's your truck worth?
10,000 less.
Exactly. No, way more than that, because now yours is used, right? You drove off, it's used, right? And that's why Chevy and Dodge, they don't hold no kind of water, no kind of value, bro, because they do stupid stuff like that. You go to Ford, say, can I get 10 grand off? They say, excuse me, sir, you're on the wrong lot. Can you get off my property, please?
Thank you. I just needed somebody else to tell them.
No Ford.
Now, here's my question. Willis, did the Dodge that you love get fixed? Is it running?
We in the process of it. We in the process.
Bro, you've been in the process for a year, bro. It's time to junk that joint.
A year?
I can't stress it. But we gonna get it right. We gonna get it right. I'm focused on some other shit right now. Matter of fact, I'll show y'all.
Where the hell is you at?
I'm in Illinois. Yeah. We're doing something different now. You see that?
Here we go. Willis, that don't get us off the subject. You did all this, and then you gonna go home and drive a Dodge, but that don't matter.
Hey, I'm proud of that Dodge.
It don't run. How are you proud? Oh my God.
When it do run, I'm proud of it.
What is the worst? What is the worst thing that can be said about a car when it do run?
Whether it run or not, that car's still my baby. Plus, it's already paid off, so I ain't even stressing it.
Give me 1 second.
And it's a car. It's not even a truck. It's a car.
No, it's a truck.
Oh.
No, it's a Ram 1500.
He done blew the engine up in that bitch. 1 second, Willis. 1 second, Willis. Donovan. I don't know how to say your name correctly. I'm gonna call you Don. Don.
What's going on, man?
What year's your
It's
Dodge?
Donovan.
What year's your Dodge truck, Don?
I don't have no Dodge, but skip all that Dodge and that Ford. You want your real truck? Get your Chevy.
Oh my God, I knew it.
I got an 08. I got an 08 Chevy Silverado, quad cab, 4-wheel drive, 3.5-inch lift on 33s, 280,000 miles, and that thing purr like a kitten.
Hey, let's do this
And
though. I got 33s on mine. Let's hook a chain on the back of mine on the back of yours, and let's see who wins.
Yeah, but his is older than yours. He got 300,000 miles. It's not fair. Look, and the Chevy done kicked him out the live. Look, now he's jumped and froze off. Yo, let me stop picking on these fools. 1 second, bro. 1 second. Q-Star, did you understand what we were trying to talk about as far as your hours?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, anytime I like, basically when I get done my driving day, like when I'm like, all right, this one I'm about to reset at. I always set my alarm for me to wake up 10 hours after. So like, I don't know, like
you got
what I could be doing.
Nah, yeah, okay. Well, but you can see on your logs at the end where it says SB 14 hours. Yeah. So what you need to do is what I really think was going on with you is that you're not all the way logging correctly. So it's not reflecting what you're actually doing. So what I want you to do for the next 2 weeks, I want you to really put a lot of thought into logging every little thing correct. I want you to be I want you to be like a real log Nazi. Everything needs to be logged. I don't care if you stop to go in and get a candy bar. That needs to be off duty. Everything you do, off duty. You're supposed to be doing your 15 minutes loading or 30 minutes loading. You need to log all of that shit. Log it all to the point where this is the only you should be backing okay. So these are the two things you're going to focus on for the next 2 months: logging and backing. Those are the two skills that you're going to hone for the next 2 months. Logging and backing. You maneuvering is okay. Your drive time, but your drive days, I'm just being real. They're impeccable, bro. They're impeccable. That your drive, when you get going, you're perfect. We just want to tighten up that sleeper berth on drive days a little bit and get a little more scratch in your pocket. Okay. Once you tighten that up, your checks are gonna look completely freaking different, dude. They're gonna look different. You're gonna be busting some crazy numbers, and then you're gonna see he's gonna show you loads you never seen before. You're gonna be going to play. You got your TWIC card, right?
No, I need to work on that.
Slipping. You gotta have a TWIC card, bro. That's not an option. You gotta have it. So when you go home, matter of fact, there's a TWIC card office in Baltimore. Go on up there, and even if they ain't asked you for it, go up there and get your TWIC card. If you can, get your port card. Once you get that TWIC card, that's gonna allow them to take you to ports and restricted areas for like government stuff, government bases, stuff like that. And those loads usually are a little bit better. So you want to go and get that in your pocket. Did you get your hazmat?
No, I'm working on that. I go home in March. So when I go home in March, I was gonna get my tankers and devils and triples just to have them.
Yeah.
I was gonna get my hazmats. Eventually, I was gonna get my hazmats. But I know hazmats is like it's a little longer. So I was gonna get all of it. I gotta really put the time in.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Listen, you already ahead. There's nothing we're saying is rushed because you're so far ahead, bro. But at the same time, we want to keep the same momentum as far as keeping you. So what happens is they'll sit in the seat and they'll do about 5 or 6 or 10 loads and they'll feel, I got this down packed. No, there's a few more things we need to work on, and that's going to be that. The number one thing is the logbook, because that's your money. So if you say you like money, that means you like logbooks. So you need to get that together. Logbook needs to be tight. Sleeper berth needs to be tight. Number 2, your backing needs to be superb, because if they ever tell you to, and you come from where we come from, I'm a DMV cat myself. There's all type of big money jobs at the crib. Now I ain't telling you to rush and go do them. I'm just saying if you were to go there, they're crazy backing situations. So you might as well get good at backing now. Another thing too, do you have your manual?
Nah.
Oh no.
I went through Amazon paid for my CDL, so I went through 160. They had mostly automatics. I mean, they had a manual, but I didn't know how it worked, so I didn't. The manual they had, huh?
They had a manual there, and you didn't try to get the manual on there?
Nah, I didn't. I never seen it. I never seen it in action. I never seen that manual in action.
Hold on 1 second. The old heads is gonna go off on you. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. SoCal. He said he never seen it in action. SoCal is missing in action. The Dirty Broke.
Yo.
He said he seen the manual but didn't get the certification at the school.
Man, I'm gonna tell you, man. Getting the manual is kind of becoming overrated, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah, I just gotta be honest, bro. That's just where trucking is going, man.
Look, bro,
we can't stay stuck with the nostalgia. I get it.
No, what the conversation is, he's not a hazmat guy, and we don't know where his career is going to go. And really, the manual is about options. And where I'm sitting at and the stuff that I'm doing, it's only manual. So it's one of those things. It's one of those things where y'all been saying it's going this way for 15 years. You obviously still need your manual, bro. Unless you got your job lined out like Dirty Broke and, you driving Hayabusa and shit.
I ain't seen the manual in 13 years, man.
Yeah, that's you. But like I drive a manual now, and the company that to go get my crane certification, they won't even talk to you unless you have a manual on there. Period.
I got you.
And that's $40.
Hey, I'm not going to tell anybody don't get it. I'm just
just from
saying,
rich Honda bike drivers, you don't need it. We get it. It's all up.
Yeah,
it's all up.
But I did hear the young cat. I didn't catch his name. I did hear him say he just going to get his hazmat and all that just to have it. No. When you get it, use it.
Yeah. If you get your hazmat at Rail, they're gonna put you to use, because believe it or not, Rail has hazmat loads, bro. They have them.
And if you get an opportunity, you want to go to a strictly hazmat company where that's all you pull. Like, you don't pull regular freight. Everything you pull is hazmat.
Hold on, VNL, I see you too. Don't go nowhere. You right there. I got a bone to pick with you anyway. So just chill out real quick. I'm gonna get to you. Yeah, I agree. All right, listen, I don't disagree with nothing you say, Dirty Broke. Anyone bring up Dirty Broke, I say do everything you tell you to do. I agree with what you say, because the truth is, if you add up, lifestyle and income and everything, it's a better deal, bro. It just is. And I am old enough and have no ego enough to be honest about that. It's a better deal. You will have a better quality of life. We're not even gonna talk about money. A better quality of life, and at the end of the day,
the money is not the best, but it definitely going to be the most consistent. Like, you're not going to beat that.
There you go. You're going to see your
house.
You're
not going to beat that. It's going to hit every week the same. As long as your ass wake up and get to that truck on time, it's going to hit the same every week.
And if you're doing 14 hours in the sleeper Q-Star, you're going to be late at work on local. It's just one of those things. Now, we have to handle something that's very serious right now.
Put me on the big screen. Screen. Let's go.
You're on the big screen. VNL.
In the flesh. What up, y'all? I know y'all miss my face.
Listen, where you been?
Well, currently, the wind speed is about 45 miles an hour. I'm at this Love's because I'm empty and I'm not moving. I got to roll out at 1 a.m. when I get my 10 back, because when my clock is green, I roll. Ain't none of that waiting. I'm in this seat.
So you're not doing 16, 17, 13 hours in the sleeper?
Not today. It's snowing in Chicago. I'm trying to get the fuck home.
Okay. That didn't tell us where you was. Where you been? We ain't seen you in 2 months.
I haven't been home. I've been in the truck because I'm trying to save money.
Hold on. Stop. Everybody stop driving, right? You telling me you OTR right now?
I'm not OTR. I've been in the truck. Like, I've been staying in the truck.
That's OTR. Like, you're OTR.
No.
Where's that gunshot at? Hit that gunshot.
The day you see me OTR, hell will freeze over. You know I ain't.
Let me tell you something. It's frigid in the bitch down there, because you ain't been to the house. So that means you're OTR right now. That's what that means.
No, I'm regional and I'm choosing when to go home and I'm choosing when to sleep in this truck.
So you put a little extra, but I'm just letting you know that you're pretty much OTR. Like I'll give you a perfect example. Did you take a shower in the truck stop?
No.
Why are you lying to me?
I'm not lying. I just got to the Loves. Do you want to see how far that building is? I'm not going over there.
Okay. So you
I
ain't
go home tomorrow and I will take a shower in my home, and I'm gonna get used to doing that because I will be local with DB very soon.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Well, until then, you're OTR. So everybody else sleeping in the truck, you sleeping in the truck. And that's what I told you. I told you was gonna be OTR. Didn't I tell you? I said you gonna be OTR.
I'm not OTR.
But you ain't been home in 3 weeks. That's OT. Is that not OTR?
That doesn't mean OTR. We have what we call regional. There's a middle in all of this. For all the new people, there's levels to this. OTR, regional, and local. He trying to play me. I'm not.
Listen, regional
OTR.
is by the house OTR. That's all the fuck it is. It ain't nothing. The only thing is you don't go over within 6. You probably stay in a certain area, but it's the same thing. You just ain't going to California. That's it. You still OTR. And it looks good on you. You looking good. Your skin's clear. That's what's up.
That's that water.
Yeah, that's that water. So I mean, you do look. They even saying it in the chat. OTRVNL. That's her new name, y'all. So go to her chat and type in OTR.
Please do not entertain me, please.
And they're gonna be like, oh. So you talking about doing some dirty broke type stuff, hazmat at the crib stuff?
I'm trying to get in. Another job opening just opened up, so I applied to both of them. This is how bad I'm trying to get out this touch free. Like I'm in my wits with this. They have a weekend night shift. If you would have told me to apply for a job that was weekend nights 5 years ago, I would have laughed at you. I'm not working weekends or nights. Now, why I submit the application so fast?
You get that night differential, don't you, dirty broke, for working the nights?
And weekend and a weekend.
So she get a double differential if she take that.
Yeah, that's a double dip. Yep.
I'm with whatever they putting this in my area. I'm applying. I'm trying to get in there. I'm done with this.
I say screw it, sell out, man. Go on, get out of OTR, go to the crib and everything. That'd be nice, man. You get to be home more often. Hold on, real quick. I gotta ask my boy a question, real quick. Stay on the line. Don't leave, cause I ain't done. And I'm assuming you step in tonight too.
No, I gotta leave at 1 a.m. The wind too high. I can't drive in it. I'm empty.
Oh God, you worrying about safety.
I'll be back tomorrow though, but not tonight. I gotta roll out at 1. It's too hot right now.
Hey, I feel you. You know, used to be an OTR. 1 second. I kicked her out real quick. I got the Everything channel here. I got D-Raj. I got Donovan in here. I got Q-Star. Q-Star, basically what I'm trying to tell you, you are winning. You're winning. You're OTR. And you're getting your money early. You're doing everything you're supposed to do. Once you tighten that sleeper berth up, man, there ain't nothing you can't do, bro. You're going to see so much money, bro.
Okay.
And, you know, once you get all your endorsements and everything like that, you know, I don't know what like I said, I'm speaking in general because I don't know what your goals are, but you'll have a position to slide in and try to do some dirty broke type stuff in a couple years, because I believe dirty broke, don't your shit have an age restriction? You can't just go in there at 21.
No, come on with it. We got you.
I could have swore your Jones said 23 years old, bro.
The man, don't worry about what all that say, man. Damn. Damn.
Okay.
All hung up on all that, and I don't care as long as he got a clean license. He went to an accredited school. Come on, we got you.
I went to 160. I went to 160 driving academy. I don't know if you heard of him, but that's what I went.
No, I don't know.
They
what
all
that
over
is.
they all over the country. They're accredited. They all
right,
over the country.
Let's go. Come on, sign up now. Go get your hazmat. Go get your tank. Let's go.
But get your year done first, bro. You need.
And where you at? You in Maryland?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I live in Maryland. Yeah.
Oh yeah, hurry that ass up, man. We got something for you. Come on.
Yeah. So I mean, you gonna get a bunch of money. He gonna set you up to be Ricky Ricardo out here. You gonna have all the money. So the next week, I'm gonna need another logs joint, bro. So we gonna have to check up on you next week. Is that gonna be cool? You gonna be on here?
Yeah, I'm gonna be cool. Hey, I'm gonna have them notifications turned on. As long as I'm woken, not in the sleeper. Not as long as I'm not 10-hour reset, and I should be on here. Even when I'm driving, I should still be on.
All right, well, you know, I do it at a time where if stop pointing your finger, VNL. We're not talking to OTR drivers right now. If as long as you ain't in the sleeper too long, you gonna get the notification, bro. You gonna get. I'll give you a better one. I usually come on like 1 to 2 o'clock in the afternoon on Fridays. So around that time, it may be different depending on where you at in the world, but you should get the notification. But I appreciate you for calling, bro.
No problem. Yeah, I should be here next week. I'm gonna be ready to send you another log.
All right. I'm gonna want it, bro. We gonna remind you. Everybody we gonna remind Q Star that we gonna want them logs. Now, who do I gotta check in with right now? Matter of fact, SoCal is BSing. He ain't here.
Okay.
The Everything Channel. Joe, didn't you say you was gonna be going home on some hazmat shit?
Yeah, that's the goal, man. Fuel hauling. That's the goal. I'm subscribed to Dirty Broke as well. You know, I get a lot of information from him. Shout out to him.
Yeah,
Definitely the
salute.
guy.
So,
Sure.
That's what's up.
so when you get your bike, you gonna get a Honda though, right? Because you know Dirty Broke, he drives a hog.
I already got a Honda bike.
Get him out of here. Yeah, yo, get him out of here right now. Kick him.
It's
You
a
gotta go.
it's a Grom. It's
You
a
gotta
Grom
go,
though.
man.
It's a stunt bike.
Nah.
It ain't
You
like
gotta
no
go.
real bike.
No, you gotta go.
If I
Call
get a
call
bike,
call call back when you get the hog. All right, call back.
I just looked at him. He just looked like a Hayabusa dude. He just looked like he was like, I'm getting that freaking.
Nah, he looked like a Grom.
I got a
Yeah,
mini
he
bike.
looked like
I
a
got a
Grom.
Grom. I got a Grom.
Man, they got whole crews of dudes that ride them Groms, man. I like pull
Yeah,
up, man. It'd be like 50 of them. I'm like, damn.
It's more about having fun than going fast in the
Yeah.
Grom community.
Them Groms that's a movement right there, man. Yeah, they got a movement going on. I'm like, damn.
I may have to look into that, man. All right, Joe.
That's a movement. My
Hey,
brother-in-law
but,
just got one. Yeah.
Speaking on Ford, I got a 97 Eddie Bauer Expedition that's been running for as long as I was born. Which I was born in 99, and it's still running strong. I'm whipping that thing right now, the green joint.
See, VNL, Ford, Willis,
That thing
Ford.
whipping strong. 5.4 liter V8 Triton. It ain't never gonna leave you on the side of the road. Plenty of power.
There he goes.
Smooth ride. Drive like a Benz.
It's the American way. Okay, you get yourself a Ford, bro. Everybody can't drive around and all this. You know what all that other stuff is? I'm just throw this out here right now where everybody paying attention. That's like pretty Ricky stuff, bro.
Yeah, you gotta be on game to know what it is. Like if you know, you know.
Yeah, if your car got a leather wrap wheel, you ain't real.
They got the leather on there. Yeah.
You ain't real. Now hold on. I gotta call some other people in there. I appreciate you, Joe. So the Everything Channel.
Man, what going on? I had to come back with my signal got straightened out.
Okay.
All right. I jumped back in when everybody was talking about opportunity when SoCal was talking about his situation. Dirty Road mentioned in fuel hauling. I wasn't gonna say nothing. I wasn't gonna say nothing about it. I was gonna keep it, but you know, I gotta share it with the family, and I'm only gonna mention it one time. What's the day? January or something. It's the only time. January 12th, the only time I'm ever gonna put this information out there, and just because we speaking about opportunity, and I see it's not enough for us doing it, you know what I mean? It's not enough for us doing it, so I'm gonna say it just at one time, and I'm gonna start it off like a death row commercial and stuff. If you're tired of sitting at home looking at the four walls and seeing the same people every day, no, but for real though, check me out. This what I'm into right here, man. My brother-in-law, my big sister, they're on the ops over here. They introduced me to this about like 2 years ago, and that's why I say, TV, you really helped me get into you really helped me make more money and stuff, because without knowing how to run my clock, run my clock, manage my time, things like that, knowing when and where to stop, how to stop, all that stuff, I wouldn't have, I'd have messed it up real bad as soon as I got over here. So since I came over here equipped with the right information on how to run, you know, the money being
you keep saying over here. Now what's this gym you about to drop on us?
All right, over here is DOD DOE, Department of Defense and Department of Energy.
You running for them?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I'm gonna give y'all a couple of names, and I break down what all we run and the things that we contribute to, that we make contributions to, and have a lot of involvement in. I'm gonna give you a couple of companies. I can't give you my company, but if you go to one of these companies, you will see my company. You know what I mean? It's Baguette.
What is?
Write this down. It's called one company is called Baguette, and another company is called Posterior.
Posterior.
Now, Yeah. Now check this out. You know how everybody say if you go to Landstar, you'll be able to run. If you're lucky and you know the right people, you'll be able to run one of them military loads.
Right.
All we do is military, and we ain't talking clothes or boots
You
or
hauling
food or nothing
tan
like that.
trucks and tanks and
Weapons,
Bradleys.
weapons, and I'm talking nukes, missiles, guns,
What?
all of that.
So
That's
so what?
all we run.
Give me some money. What we talking about on money?
Man, listen, company. I'm company. This is company. It's a team situation. You better have somebody that you're decent with. It can be in the truck with for a long periods of time, or
Mm-hmm.
just in general. But company, 25 and 3.
25 and 3.
Yep,
Mm.
every single week.
Oh, you talking about
Every single week.
2,503 grand a week? Period.
A week. And I'm gonna tell you how it's a week because you're not chasing the mile. You don't do a lot of running. You do more waiting, playing Xbox, and eating than you do running. And we get paid by the day. We get paid by the day plus mile. It's salary plus by the mile.
They paying you both.
Yeah,
Wow. And this sound like a step deck situation.
not flatbed and dry van.
Regular old flatbed.
I'm flat. I'm flatbed. Yeah, I'm
I
flatbed.
didn't know
Yeah.
you. I didn't know you. I thought you was van dude. I didn't know you was a flatbed cat.
Nah, I was van when I first got in the game. I was van a couple years ago, 2021, 2022 ish. I was van, but then at the end of 22, when I came over here, that's when I've been flatbed ever since. And
So
it's not even hard. It's not hard at all. The hardest thing we do, and I mean the hardest thing we do is tarp and throw chains. That's the hardest, and that meaning it's not hard at all. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
that ain't hard to do. That ain't hard to do, especially
Yeah.
if you young buck out here living a dream. So now you about to get a red eye now.
Actually, yeah, that's why I got the cat. In my dry van days, I was driving the scat, and in my
Hmm.
flatbed days, I'm rolling cat. You know what I mean?
So you might just
Now
go all the way, bro.
I'm gonna go all the way and go Mercedes Benz C63 AMG. You
just
know what I
just
mean?
waste all the
That's what
money. I get it.
waste it all, blow it all, YOLO, goddamn. But
Well, you just give out that name one more time so they know what it is.
Baguette and Presteria. Now I can
Press
tell you what the
stereo.
I can tell you what the owner operator money looking like, and this is consistent because, like I said, my brother-in-law and my big sister, they're owner ops over here for the same company. They're the ones that walk me in, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna throw this in there also. This is one of these companies right here are recommendation places. Like you really need to know somebody, and I mean, if you know where to look, they not gonna tell you no.
So
You
did
know
you
what I mean? But
did your OTR experience come into play?
yeah, it played a big part. Right now it still play a big part. It's big deal, because we OTR. We run from Canada down to Mexico and the whole lower 48.
Okay. I was just asking, just to
But
just to be sure.
oh
One
yeah,
1 second. I gotta run through the people though. I gotta run through the people. Give me a second. Run through the people. Who's at the top? Willis, what's up, bro?
What up?
Willis, I mean, you just frustrate me, bro. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it just.
Hey, I'm better than I once was. I say that.
That's a fact. What's your average speed these days? You dropped it from 80 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So what we
I
talking?
mean, I can't drive fast doing heavy haul because this low heavy. I'm around 130,000 pounds right now.
Oh, so you
So
doing
I can't be doing
55 right
80.
now?
Yeah, around 55, 45 with this load,
Okay.
especially Indiana.
But when you're not oversized, you running. What you running?
The speed limit.
The speed limit. Okay, that's enough.
Yeah. But I don't upgrade it though. I went from e-logs to paper logs. We
So,
don't we moving up.
so
And we drive manual. We didn't cheap out and get the automatic restriction.
now, Dirty Broke says you don't need a manual.
To do what I do, you need a manual.
He said
Like
they.
I've never driven a truck that was an automatic. I think one time and I was on the street and I took it back.
And
I
they
ain't doing it
doing
again.
heavy haul with automatics. Now, come on, Willis, you know that now. Come on.
Those are for the guys that have blown out knees. And
Yeah, exactly. They got it, man.
like
I'm telling you, it's a different world now, man.
like if people had learned how to float from the jump, they wouldn't blow out their knees. That's all I'm
Hey,
saying.
but it happens though. You know what I mean? When you got 30 years of clutching on them knees, it's gonna break down, man. That's why they went with the automatic. The automatic's
Yeah.
just gonna extend your driving career. Now, when you retire out of trucking, you ain't all bent over. You know what I'm saying? You can get out of the truck and go play tennis after 30 years. You know what I'm saying?
I don't play no
Basketball,
tennis,
go
but
play with the kids, grandkid, whatever you do. You know what I'm saying?
Dirty
You
broke.
ain't
yeah,
gonna be doing that clutching that truck, man, for 30 years. That ain't gonna happen.
Dirty broke don't
hey,
want to clutch no more, bro. He don't want to do that
No,
no more.
hell no. Hell no. They converted me, bro. I'm good.
He just
I agree. Why
I
I'm
I
why
good.
I
why
I'm
do
just
good.
y'all want to work so much harder?
Yeah, I'm
I
good,
don't
man.
understand why y'all want to. It's one thing to take. Hold on, let me finish before we ruffle some fucking feathers. I understand y'all like driving manuals, take pride in your
I
ride,
want to hear
all of that
this.
beautiful things. But if I don't have to work harder, especially on this ice and this snow, why do y'all want to? People act like driving the automatic is a disease. This shit is comfortable as hell.
You
Chilling.
ain't
All
lying.
right, I'll say this. I'm gonna say something to that. Driving a manual, you are a lot better driver. And if you're in a situation like I'm in right now, where you're in ice and snow, I can get myself out. You,
Hold
y'all,
on,
y'all,
That's
we gotta
that's
y'all
go
get
back.
not
stuck.
is it
Let's
Y'all get
is it
go.
is
stuck.
it
Hold on,
is
hold
a
on.
lot of truth to that.
Let's
Yeah.
go
A lot of
back.
truth to
Let's go
that.
back. As far as being a better driver, I'm a little iffy about that. Getting yourself out, yes. And before we continue, yes, I've driven a manual. I don't have a restriction, so that's why I'm saying this. I've driven a manual before. Um, better driver as
Been
in what?
driving manuals before Willis was born, man. Keep your butt quiet over
but
there.
Dirty broke. You sold
Oh, now
out
this
though.
that.
You sold out, so you
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
even
I
But wait
did.
say.
a
I
minute,
did.
I'm
Yeah, I
trying to
did. I
answer
did.
the question. Better driver as in what? How are you a better
Well,
driver?
listen. I'll say this. It takes another level of skill to be able to to manipulate the transmission, know what gear you're supposed to be in. If you mess around and end up in neutral, you can fall off. It just takes a little bit more skill to be a manual driver. Do I think it means you're a better driver? I wouldn't say something that bold, but it
I don't know
it
about
it,
that.
it does
Getting
I'm
take.
saying
yourself
that.
out, yes, you can definitely pull a hill better. You can get more traction, you have more control all day long. But better, I don't know, man.
Well, I mean, listen.
I don't even know. I'm a question pulling hills better.
Yeah,
I'm
I
a
don't.
question that now.
That's
I'm gonna
really in your.
question that.
That's in your engine and how the truck is set up, and if your rears
Yeah,
is in the
hell
right
yeah.
place. But
And you know your truck better when you drive a manual.
facts.
I'll
That's a
say that.
fact. That's a fact. I listen, Willis. I agree. I agree with you, bro.
I don't got nothing
Yeah.
else to say about this conversation. I didn't even come back in here for that. We just happened to talk about it. I got something else
Hold
to
on.
say.
Oh, we just gonna put it on the drive and we gonna roll, man.
Yeah,
One hand sipping coffee, going down,
Thank
I
biting
you.
a
drink coffee
sandwich,
while
going
driving a
in
manual.
traffic. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Let me bring someone in here that pushes my narrative. One second. One second. One second. SoCal.
Yeah.
You guys are batshit crazy. What are you guys even thinking? You guys
Ooh,
are fooling yourself saying they're doing over oversized and overweight and all that shit, RGN shit with the automatic. Let me tell you, I got both
ooh,
kind of trucks. I got sticks, I got an automatic, right? Let me
mm-hmm.
tell you about this craziness. I pulled the RGN with this damn automatic. Let me tell you something. This bitch overheats. So I know damn well they are not doing heavy haul with an automatic. I don't give a shit if you got 45 gears
Now,
in it. The bitch overheats.
hold on now, SoCal. Now, what kind of truck are you doing that automatic? You doing that heavy hauling with now? Now, does
Automatics, not,
that
automatic.
automatic truck you got, was that set up to pull heavy haul, or was that just regular rear ends, regular trans? You know what I mean? Like, how was it set up?
Here's the whole thing, Dirty.
Hmm.
Everybody I know, including me, that's set up, we have 18 speeds, and I'm gonna tell
Right.
you why.
No,
Because
I'm talking about the automatic
it
that
take
you was pulling
it
heavy
take.
with.
I just did it just to clown around for fun. I
Oh,
didn't
okay,
get this one for
okay.
that. Yeah, this is gonna
Yeah,
be a
yeah, I
driver's
got you.
truck.
I got you.
But but the whole thing is these 18 speeds, right? They're made to take the
Hmm.
abuse,
Absolutely.
you
I
know.
can't argue that.
So and on top of that, like my 389 of that big cat, that thing will blow an automatic. I don't care how many gears. That thing was pushing over 700 horsepower, probably pushing way over 2,200 pounds of foot of torque, right? right? There's no way. The guy that picked that truck up is from the Dakotas because he needs to do 200,000 pounds gross, and Cummins keeps blowing up. So he wanted the setup that I have, right? But yeah, no joke. He was happy as heck because California won't let me run the truck no more. So I'm like, all right, man, I'll send it to the Dakotas.
But
the facts are always the facts.
Let's be honest here. Let's be honest here.
No license.
The military, when they're deployed, they haul heavy stuff with an automatic. They do haul their trucks are automatic, so it can be done. But is it to be done is the question. But it can be done.
Absolutely. These new automatics, they set them up for, if they set them up for heavy haul, they do it, man. Like, it's not like, they don't do this. They do this, man. And they pull it just as heavy.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
They'll do it, but it's with a 7-speed Allison transmission, though. So it ain't no like 10, 12, 13. It's a 7-speed. that can't go no faster than like 6 miles an hour.
Now, how fast do you want to be going pulling heavy?
Put it like this. Any truck can do anything for its first week when it's brand new. The second week is going to blow up. So the guy that bought my truck, there's no way they're doing 200,000 pounds with automatic. Now, I ain't saying they ain't going to pull it for a second. I'm saying the longevity is going to be trash.
Moral story is get you a manual.
Hey, man, you got. See, this is the thing. You got your standard guys, right? And you got your auto guys. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is.
Let's look at money. Let's talk money. I like talking money. You guys like talking money?
Yeah, let's talk some money, so okay.
Let's talk some money.
Well, we can talk the money. You I ain't paying for none of them. You know what I'm saying? So I you got
a not. No, this is just
another one.
And I heard you talk about motorcycles too. I don't know where you think I got a gold wing at, but it's okay. But
no. You missed it. Somebody else had a gold wing, and I said, tell them, SoCal, we Harley Davidson or nothing.
Yeah, I got two of those things. But anyway, back to this thing, back to the money, right? So you got an automatic truck and you got a manual. What are they running through the schools right now? Automatics. What are they doing to these people? Setting up for automatic restrictions.
Yeah, they get automatic restrictions.
So as these schools keep circulating, they're not going to be able to do certain things because guess what? They can't drive a manual transmission.
Yeah.
What's that do to the people that have with a manual? They can operate it. They get to make more money. Pretty soon they're going to be in demand. And they're going to be able to name their price because everybody's got automatic restrictions.
I think they're just going to phase them all the way out. I disagree with that.
You think they're going to be gone?
There's going to be need for a manual.
What's that?
You can't phase the best.
Hold on, yo. I gotta get to.
They do it all the time, man.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on, y'all. I gotta talk to the people. One second. Yo, I already texted VNL and said she started this, so I blamed her. Listen, yo, this is hilarious to me. Let me tell you why. One thing I will say is it depends on what you're trying to do. That is true. If you are trying to get home and y'all always love going to small companies, that's when you're going to run into a manual. If you want to go to Alaska, that's when you're going to run into a manual. You want to go to the oil field, that's when you're going to run to a manual. And the reason why is it is easier to patch them back together and fix them. That's now, if you're not going into that area, you're probably not going to need a manual. That's the truth of it at the end of the day. Do I think manual dudes are better than you automatic people? I don't think they're better, no. I don't think we're better because they still speed and crash those trucks. So being a better driver is more in the habits that you start. It's not really what transmission you drive. But if I had a choice, I would prefer to have a 13. I don't even want an 18 speed. I would prefer to have a 13 speed. That's what I would prefer. It's preference. That's all. That's all it is for me. Hold on, I gotta call some other people in here, y'all. Y'all gotta give me a second. But blame VNL for bringing that up. I didn't do that. That wasn't my fault. I don't know who brought it up actually, but blame them. I didn't bring it up. I'm gonna call you in 1 second. Mark the trucker. Are you automatic?
Yeah, I'm automatic.
Are you automatic restricted?
For now, for now. Actually, I just got off the phone with 160 the other day. I'm about to set up a meeting with them
Why do
and
you why do you feel
talk
you need
prices.
why do you feel that you need to go ahead and get the manual on you? Why do you need to change that?
Really, it's just my personal. I don't want to feel restricted on my license. Just one more thing to just get on out the way. Have just to have it.
Yeah.
And I already have the hazmat and tanker, and then after this manual restriction, I'm gonna try to go for doubles and triples, and
Mm.
then go from there.
Oh, so you
So
you
yeah,
covered in all directions, huh?
yeah,
Mm. So I mean,
yeah.
what did you want to holler at me today about, bro? I know they done said something you wanted to comment on.
Oh, I just wanted to say hello. I know Dirty Broken here. I just wanted to shout out to him. He helped me get in Gemini real quick. So I just want to say what's up to you. How you
Hey, what's
doing?
up,
And
bro? How you
hope you're
doing,
doing
bro?
all right.
Yes, sir.
Doing all right.
So
You as well.
you got into Gemini,
Yeah.
and is
Hey,
Yeah, I got into
what's up,
Gemini.
colleague? What's up, colleague?
so you so let me ask you some questions while I got Dirty Broke on here because I don't know if what he's saying is
Yeah.
true. Let's get to some real stuff. Is the money like Dirty Broke say?
Oh boy.
Yeah, it is. I want to say yeah, it is. It is for sure.
And you getting home too?
Oh yeah. I just I just got off not too long ago. I just hit up the gym real quick, and now I'm about to head to the house.
Now,
So
You mean you could go to the gym after work?
yeah, yes sir.
Oh,
Every
okay.
day, every day, every day. So
Oh, because I was told you can't do nothing after work. After working local, you just got to go straight home, get into bed, and wake back up and
hello,
do it. Like you ain't got no life. You know what I'm saying?
I'm live.
That's what I was told.
right.
Yeah, yeah.
Now you can do some stuff. You just all it's all about time management.
Hmm.
Why?
Yeah. But
Oh,
yeah, I just want to say what's up to you.
all
What
right.
I
state you
believe
out
I
of?
texted you.
I'm gonna call you as soon as I get
I'm
off
out
here.
of Ohio.
Oh, okay. What city?
Yeah. Well, um, I'm out of I'm pulling out of Springfield, but I'm originally from Dayton. So
Oh, okay. That's what's up.
yeah.
Hmm.
And okay, hold on. I had a couple more questions. My old lady called me and stuff because I wanted to pick on Dirty Broke. So the money's real. You get home. Now, what I
Yes,
want
sir.
to know is it because Dirty Broke be like, oh man, it's easy, bro. Is it really easy, bro?
I mean, once you get the hang of it, yeah. It once you get the hang of it, and it's all about paying attention. You got to pay attention. You know, you can't just be you can't just be out here just going through the motions with it because you will mess up.
Yeah,
So
you do have to pay
you know,
attention, man. Pay attention to
pay attention.
detail. Yes, sir.
Yep.
You have any questions, VNL? He's newly at that job he was talking about.
I ain't got no questions, and the reason why Dirty Broken answered everything with several, and I mean several interviews. I mean, he tells you it's one word that describes fuel hauling. That's how I know I'm like it. It's monotonous. It's
Very.
routine. It's the same thing. That's what I
It
do right
is.
now. I'm dedicated. I go to the same stores, the same time. I can tell you where the same pothole at. That's what I need. I need the same shit.
Hmm.
I
I
mean,
need this to
Hmm.
go the same way. I don't need to go over here to Florida one day and then go to Cali. Y'all keep the OTR shit. I don't like that.
I knew she was gonna take a dig, bro.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
just
cause you cut me off. You didn't think I forgot. Nah, fuck that shit. And you ain't gotta go OTR if you don't want to. Don't let nobody lie to y'all. It's 2024. You can go local fresh out of school.
Yo, you
At
gotta
that
go
part.
OTR. Are you not a
That
You
part.
trucker?
can.
Facts.
I ain't gotta be no trucker. That check say enough. Fuck you talking about.
There it is.
Listen, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. Mark,
Yeah.
you were OTR first, right?
Yeah. I was over the road for about 2 years.
Are you enjoying your career better as doing this?
Yeah. I'd have to say yeah. I kind of miss over the road sometimes, but
Oh,
I have to say I have to say, man, I do enjoy this. I enjoy my home life. I enjoy being at home with my wife and kid. I'm just enjoying life.
but you just miss the road sometimes.
Yeah, I do. I'm not
Listen,
gonna lie to you, I do.
Why would you
Yeah,
miss
we
the?
can we can put you in a, we can put you in a sleeper now, Mark. You know that,
Oh
right?
no, 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 no. I'm
Okay,
not saying do
all right.
that.
I'm
I'm
just
not
saying.
saying do
I'm
that.
just saying. We
I'm
getting you
not
set up
saying to do
now.
that.
Yeah, yeah. We get you set up now.
You don't miss it that
I'm
much,
not
goddamn.
Yeah.
not that much. No.
No, but that's something we need to talk about. If someone needs to come in, hit the private chat so I know. But something we need to talk about is when you go home, there is a it's kind of like dudes in the military. If y'all
Hmm.
believe it or not, dudes miss war sometimes. It's
Yeah.
it's a real thing. So
Yeah.
you just need to be prepared mentally to know that what am I missing about it? Don't romanticize it. You're just missing a few aspects of it, but that doesn't mean quit your cushy job where dudes get to go to the gym and try to look like Ricky Ricardo and shit. You don't they get to do that and you get to see your kids' family. I'm never preaching against that because I'm also talking about something now that's more prevalent in my life is I cannot do OTR and keep my health anymore. I just cannot do it. I
Right.
can't. I mean, maybe if I had a little bit more willpower and I was like, meal prepping and all that. But the truth is, I know I'm not going to do that. So it's to the point where you have to make a decision after a while that is this worth my health? Is this worth me? And I'm gonna say some stuff that y'all think is crazy. Is this worth my libido? Because y'all know that's the first thing that's gonna go, right? Your
Yeah,
libido's
that ain't
first.
crazy.
Right.
That's real.
That's the first thing
That
that's gonna go.
that's one of the that's one of the reasons I got off of the road. Just to focus on my health. You know,
Yeah.
I was not disciplined in that truck. Let me
No.
tell you,
Because if you pull up
I was
to
not disciplined. So
a Louisiana seafood spot, you gonna go all the way out,
it's
and what
over.
it's one of them things where the next thing is gonna go is your site is gonna go next, and once that site go, your
Hmm.
check is gone, and if your site don't go first, then there's amputee. Diabetes is a circulation disease. Then you're gonna lose toes and feet, and are you gonna be walking in the truck stop with them big ass calves with the little compression socks on them?
That's what
Right.
that 600-700 miles a day gonna get you.
Right.
Yep.
So what I'm telling you is now that's not for everybody because some people have the genetics to say the
Absolutely.
same
Yeah.
size, but I do not
Mm.
possess that genetic. So I had to make a real decision to say, you know what? I even though I love OTR and we the realest truckers out there, everybody else second to us facts. I had to I had to make a decision, bro. And with the crane joint I'm looking at now, you just walk in the door. If you pass the certification in 6 weeks, you're $40 an hour, bro.
That part.
Just walking in,
Wow.
and I'll be driving 40 miles max. I cannot,
Hmm.
I cannot as a real adult with responsibilities, I cannot act like that isn't better than OTR from my particular situation. If I have an old lady and I'm taking care of my old lady and I'm supposed to be here with her for the next 40 years, I cannot, in good conscience, keep doing it because I'm used to doing it, and I have a chance where I can trick myself out of health, and then I'm not taking care of my marital responsibilities. See, I don't like getting deep with y'all like this because y'all are childish, but that's the real thing that men have to weigh. I'm not going to say men. Well, whoever, if you're in a relationship, because women got to weigh it too. Like, it's if you're with your person, you're supposed to be trying to keep your health intact so y'all can enjoy the full extent of y'all time together. If I just say no, I'm gonna stick with OTR because I'm used to doing it, I am being irresponsible to my obligations and to my responsibilities and to my vows, and that's something that I take very seriously. Now, I sit on here and joke with y'all and all that shit because it's fun to do it. It's fun to pick on VNL, Gashino, or Narnik, but that's funny. But the truth is, it's a joke about how serious y'all take this shit because it doesn't matter. The check.
It don't though. That's what I don't understand it. Like the only way that all of this manual stuff, and I get it. If you enjoy driving a manual, that's you. Cool. Honestly,
Right.
the only way that should matter is if you bought the truck. I feel like if you're a
True.
company driver, why do you give people flack about I'm driving an automatic Volvo? You got people that's in these Facebook groups, they be mad as fuck. They be so
Man.
mad. And it's like, nigga, you're a company driver like me. You don't pay no fuel, don't pay no maintenance. Honestly, unless you bought the truck, why do you care?
Because the truth is, and I'm gonna go on a tangent here that Dirty Bro can jump in because I don't know if he agrees. Truckers have low They have low career self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
So they grasp at little things to, the concept
And
of,
they get stuck on the nostalgia thing. I get it. I used to be like that, bro. Like, so I understand it totally, man.
Right.
You know?
and and sometimes the best answer is it just fucking looks cool, bro. And it just does. Like, I driven, the first time I went to the oil field and I drove a long stick 18 speed. I'm not gonna lie, dude. I had a serious macho chubby. Like, I'm like, oh shit, I'm the man. Like, I felt that way for about 2 days. And then, you know what? Those cutoff pipes, they're loud and annoying about the third day. That's the truth. Them big, that shit is loud and annoying about the third day, bro.
I mean, I was that guy pulling up in the truck stop, you know what I mean? Jaking every gear coming in and going out. I was that guy, you know what I'm saying? But once you get older and just start maturing, it's like, man, you just want to come in there nice and easy, cruising, nice and quiet, slide in, get your fuel, slide out, not making no noise, you know what I'm saying? And get on down the road.
But I have a caveat. The same way I feel and V and L feels about what does it matter. That's the same way I feel about people's personal vehicle. Now,
I'll agree with you on that too.
I feel that same way about a personal vehicle within reason. If you already have, and this goes back to responsibilities, if you already have, let's take Dirty Broke, for example. He has a nice, his bike is a nice ass bike. But peep game, this is where I say priorities matter. He had a car to get him back and forth to work first. He's not like, if his bike breaks down, he don't miss work. Like, it's a way shit needs to be done.
I never drove my bike to work. I mean, I never rode my bike to work. My bike don't go to no truck stop. Hell no.
Right. So there's a way you have to do it. Now, the reason why I always beat this into y'all head, because it is a serious drain of money.
ATB.
Yeah.
And no car payments either. I ain't seen a car payment in over 15 years. Like, we don't do that.
No car payments.
No.
I can't.
No, we don't do that.
That's dope. So that's what I'm telling you. It's priorities. So when y'all tell me y'all have these fancy cars and y'all have all of this stuff, I'm not hating, because I love you. I wouldn't be, if I was coming from a hating position, I wouldn't say anything. I'm not hating. I'm just telling you to be mindful of your priorities, because even if you do not have a significant other, you have priorities that you owe to yourself. To yourself, bro. Here's something my granddaddy told me years ago down the county. You're not an adult man. And I don't know if he believes this. He's from the South, so y'all gotta, a lot of his stuff is kind of, you can't even say no more. But he said that you're not an adult man if you do not have a pickup truck or access to one.
Oh, wow.
Now, I don't know why that was so serious to him, but it was, because that's just the type of man that he is. But then if you talk to my uncle that lives in a different freaking region, he feels like if you have a house and you don't have a riding lawnmower, you're poor. Like, if people have different thoughts, but what he was trying to say was, if something
I agree with that.
if something comes towards your household and you can't handle it, but you got two nice cars out there, but if your old lady buy a big screen TV, you got to rent a truck to get it home. Like, that's what he was trying to say, your priorities. So he had to get himself a workable truck to get him back and forth to work. Then he had to buy his wife a nice car, and then he could get a motorcycle. Y'all understand what I'm trying to say? Priorities.
Yeah.
So you can't come to me and say, I'm a mature adult, if you have not done it in a mature adult priority-based way of getting to what you want. If you look at something like, I just want it and I just get it, that's not adult. That's what teenagers do. That's why they got to run back to their daddy and help them with this tire, because they didn't think that Mercedes tires were expensive, but they are. So it's just one of those things I be trying to say to y'all, because if I'm on here and all these people, I got 200 people in and out of here watching me right now. Who knew that Q Star was watching me? He's only 21. Joel was watching me when he was 15. That tells me I have a moral responsibility to where I can joke and say, V&L's glasses cost $2,000, but that's a joke. When we get to the serious shit, I have to be clear. Don't do drugs. Have your product, because I can have a 14-year-old. Willis was watching me when he was 15. So if I was on here promoting Willis to do drugs and all this stupid shit, who's to say what that would have did to his impressionable mind? That's why I put everything in a certain pattern, and I have beliefs. Now, if you're in my inner circle of friends, which VNL is in my inner circle of friends, she can call me. She plays the game with me. She has access to me. She knows where I live. No one knows where I live at, but she knows where I live. She has her own life, but I'm going to pick on her about certain shit, which is my way of saying, hey, you need to look at this. Now, I ain't going to be all in her business, but I'm going to keep bringing it up. I'm going to keep bringing it up because one day something's going to happen and it's going to pop in her head and she's going to be like, TB said ABCDFG. I don't want that. I don't want that. She going to go in and try to get a new car and they going to try to give her a fucking Lamborghini. She going to be like, oh, no, I don't need that shit.
Give me that Honda that y'all got in the back.
I don't want that. No, y'all keep it. That's the point. That's why you got to have good people in your circle. If I was going to go into hazmat, I'm going to call Dirty Broke. Yes, I can call them. Hey, man, they're telling me ABCDFG. What do you think I should do? That's the point of these fucking lives, not to come on here and drink alcohol and jump around and say stupid shit and tear people down. It's for you to understand that everybody doesn't have a friend group. So what they'll do is they'll watch a live and get some good juice because they do not have a friend group like that. That is a privilege. That is a, what is the word? It is a privilege. It is an honor. It's a rarity. You know, people don't have that, bro. They don't know what the fuck they should be doing. When I got my money from trucking and running good, I didn't know what. You know what I did? I fucking blew the shit. I didn't know what to do. I didn't even have a bank account. I would just get $1,500 in my pocket and blow it, baby. That's how I was living. I didn't know what to do. So if I'd have had me, oh my God, bro, I'd have ducked so much bullshit, man. But I didn't have me, dude. I was just in the truck, just looking on my phone, figuring out how to spend my money. I was buying shit I didn't even need. I was just buying shit. But now I'm at a place now where I can say, hey, man, I'm not telling you what to do because you have to preference. This new generation, I have to preference it like that because y'all take offense. I don't want you to take offense to what I'm saying.
That comes with being older, more mature, because now you're at that stage of your life. I'm at that stage of my life. Well, I can pretty much buy any kind of car I want, but that don't mean I'm going to.
Facts.
I can pretty much live in pretty much any kind of house I want. That don't mean I'm going to. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's facts. I totally
It's just
agree.
not going to do it. That's just the discipline when you have money, you have a good credit score, and not go get that fancy car or that great big old house or whatever. That takes discipline, man.
To live, one of the hardest things, okay, when in 4000 BC, I hate to go back that far, but this is true. In 4000 BC, you had to walk the equivalent of 3.5 miles to get a piece of meat the size of your palm. Look at your palm. You had to walk 4 miles, pretty much, just to get a piece of meat that could fit in your palm. So the hardest thing back then to do was stay alive and do that. Now, the hardest thing to do is go through life and not be impressed upon to get shit you don't need. Because everything's a sales pitch.
Bingo.
The terrain is different. You can go to Wendy's and get a burger right here, but you cannot go on your phone and look at something without it trying to sell you something.
Mm-hmm.
It's harder. My grandfather was born before McDonald's was a company. You understand? That shit ain't normal, bro. He never ate at McDonald's the first 20-something years of his life. He ate out of the backyard from the chickens they had and all that type of shit. So if you believe it or not, when he was living on 5 cents a day, think about this. On 5 cents a day, he ate 100% organic, farm to table.
Yeah.
Now we make all this money and you have no idea what the hell they're sitting in front of you. You don't know if that's farm to table or not.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of grew up that way. I'm old enough. I grew up that way. Like, McDonald's was rare. I mean, it was like a treat, bro. It was like Christmas to actually go to McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? That's how rare it was when I was a kid. It's like, oh man, Pop take Mr. McDonald's. It's like, wow, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was a
Everything, man.
thing.
Mom cooked everything. Everything was home cooked at the crib, bro.
And then here's a portion that's gonna mess with you in your mind. What you seen as a child, because I know that everybody believes that your parents are fucking stupid, which is crazy because your parents are still together. So they're not stupid.
Uh-oh.
So your parents led and lived, even if they didn't voice it, they lived in modesty. And I'm going to keep saying it because it is the single-handedly it is the most dangerous thing that faces Americans. We live in excess. Your mother lived in modesty. Your grandmother lived in modesty. If you go back further than that, the Bible tells you to live in modesty. The Quran tells you to live in modesty. It's everywhere. You should live in modesty, bro. And it will take care of every other checks and balance that you have. And you will, if you live in modesty, you will find out that you're in abundance. If you live in excess, you will feel you never have shit. Oh my God.
Never have enough.
I need to make more money because I only got 2 Porsches. That's what I be trying to say.
And my neighbor
bro.
just bought a new one, so I got to get a new one.
Yeah. So now he up there eyeballing the Porsche.
Yeah.
With bad knees. Why are you getting the Porsche, bro? I just don't think people be understanding what I be. I hate to be long winded like that, but I feel when you're a person who is a orbiter, you're a person who is good at speaking, or you are you a person who thinks deeply. One of the worst feelings that we have being a person like me is I feel that they don't understand what I'm saying, Dirty Bro. I feel like they're not getting what I'm saying.
Some of them are. A lot of them are not, but some of them are, you know.
That be the shit that get me, bro. Because I mean, I got young dudes in my.
But don't even let it get you, man. You just kind of talk your talk and keep it moving. Don't try to press it on nobody because we screwed up too when we was younger, right? But when you get older, hopefully they'll mature. Hopefully they'll grow out of it. You know what I'm saying? I hear the young cats all the time, you know. They put in the cars before their homes and stuff like that, and before investing in things like that. I hear it all the time. But hopefully they'll catch on before it's too late. You know what I'm saying?
They will, man.
Around.
But
if not, then you're just going to be a slave to all that stuff you bought. You know what I'm saying?
Right, but it's hard when Instagram, man. This is how my scrolling goes.
Yeah, it is hard. Yeah,
I scroll out.
I'm just glad I didn't grow up under this social media thing. You know what I'm saying?
I'll type in puppies, and it'll be like puppies, butt cheeks. I'll be like, why are the butt cheeks in my scroll? And then I'll scroll past that, and it'll be like dope car. Then it'll be like puppies, butt cheeks, dope car, yoga chick, butt naked. It's like, what the fuck, man? What am I looking at here? I'm almost scared to swipe to the next screen. Now, if I'm freaking 38 and I'm scared to swipe to the next screen, what the hell is your 11-year-old looking at? If they're just scrolling and it's just greased up butt cheeks, like, dude, first of all, if I could have had that at 12, I'd have never left the bathroom. Let's be real. I mean, how the fuck, bro? How am I supposed to keep that together at 13, dude? Like, you're not going to. So that's why I say it's like something that needs to be discussed in a bigger form, because I feel that it is the single, the biggest thing that was threatening us in the 50s and 60s, according to America, was communism. It was single-handedly the biggest threat towards Americans, man. The biggest threat to the world now is fucking ads and social media, bro. That's it. That'll make a truck driver feel like he's a high-value man for no reason.
Like having an 18-speed, 700 horsepower.
Yo, that was a shot. That was a shot, Dirty Bro. That was a shot.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
You're throwing shots now.
I'm sorry. Let me chill.
That's a fact. Y'all give me a second. I gotta get these other people in here. Donovan.
Yes, sir.
I want to visit with you before we leave, man. What's going on with you?
Nothing, man. I wanted to say this earlier before my phone had cut out. You guys are talking about logs, and I just wanted to just break down basically like a drive day for me and a pickup and delivery day. Like I said before, I do flatbed. So with me, this is how my drive day is. I usually, if I gotta say roughly, I try to do 600 miles. What I usually do is I break it up okay, I'm trying to stop roughly every 200 miles. So
Right.
200 miles, that's roughly about,
4 hours.
all depending, about 3.5. I can do it about 3.5 hours
Right.
roughly. Yeah. So get up, do my pre-trip, about 10, 15 minutes. Drive, do 3 hours. Might get out the truck, but I do three and a half, somewhere up in there. Take my load, use the bathroom. Back in the truck by 10 minutes. Try to do 8 if I can.
Mm-hmm.
Drive another 3.5, maybe 4 hours, all depending. Do that. Then around that time, take my 30-minute break, do another load check, then do about another 3 hours. 3.5, all depending. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's
And
a
I also look at go ahead. Sorry.
that's a good. See, I know what you're doing in there. That's above the pale. If you did that, you would be above what most flatbedders do that haul equipment.
Hmm.
Because the truth is, you're in a unique place because you don't have to run that hard because you have wide open appointments, right? So you can
Hmm.
get there between 8 and 4 most of the time.
Yeah.
So if you were to do that, you would make so much more money because what people do when they hear I can be there between 8 and 4, they get there about 12. Okay,
Yeah.
and that's fine. You're not going to lose your job doing that, but you won't do the main thing, which is create opportunity. So if you were getting there at 8 o'clock and getting out of there by 9, those hours stack up at the end of the week. So you may get an extra
Yeah.
load or 2 loads over somebody who's taking all day to do that, and you're averaging $200, $300, $400 more than them a week, and that shit adds up. So I feel like that is perfect for you to do because another thing is big on you too. Technically, you're supposed to be stopping every 100 miles and checking the load anyway.
Yeah, and that's the reason why I know a lot of guys that do flatbed and they basically run their clock as if they're driving. I don't believe in doing that because I also look at it as not only you need to check that load, you need to get out and walk around that truck some.
Facts. I agree. Because
That's the way I look at it.
you know a chain has a mind of its own, bro. It'll just go loose.
Yeah, yeah.
So every time you get out, when you leave, make sure you park in a way that you're walking past your load, touch all your chains and everything like that. So I mean, that's
Hmm.
above you're above the pale on that. But if you do that in a 10 hour and a break, you're a freaking superstar in step deck, dude. And what that
Yeah,
will do is that will put you in the position if you maintain it for a long period of time. That will put
yeah.
you in the position for them to give you the more complicated loads. Because what
Hmm.
you're trying to do right now is get access to more complicated loads. The average
Yeah.
driver in your position is trying to get the easy loads when that's not where the bread and butter is. You want the
Uh-huh.
loads to be more complicated. So when you go from that level company to the company with 5 trucks, you can do what you're
Hmm.
supposed to do. Because that's
Yeah,
most people in trucking do not know the graduation of their position. The graduation of your
yeah.
position is to eventually get to a 10 truck long nose Peterbilt extra axle company. That's the graduation of where you're at now.
Yeah, that's kind of the goal I'm aiming for, really.
Right. So when you graduate to that company that's going to be giving you 90, $100,000 to drive in a 100-mile radius, but you're driving more complicated big shit. The next level you're going to get into is going to be talking about permits
Yeah.
and how to run the little routes and who to call if the route is wrong. That's where you're going to get it. How to run with a marker car, how to hire that's where it's going to get
Yeah.
to. That's the
Hmm.
the upper ends. A reefer person is eventually trying to get to flowers and hazmat and pharmaceutical and government
Yeah.
contracts. A tank person
Yeah.
is trying to get to, where Dirty Broke is at. Like most of those driving, they don't know where the next level is of what they're doing.
Yeah.
So as long as you know that in your mind that when he gives you a complicated load, you should be happy that I'm getting this complicated load.
Yeah.
1 second. Hello? While I'm live? What? Yours? Hold on. Yeah, so that's one of the big reasons. Hold on, I'm gonna bring SoCal and Dirty Broken here to holler at you because I got to do this real quick for my old
All
lady.
right.
1 second, I'm
All
back.
right.
What up? What up? One thing I
What's
want to say
going
is
on?
this, right? What's up, bro?
What's going on?
We go back and forth with trucks and automatic and manual and this and that, but here's what try to tell people, right? Just stay focused on your journey, right? Don't worry about anybody else's journey. Just stay on the
Oh
road,
yeah.
stay focused on your journey, right?
Mhm.
I believe in financial freedom. Financial freedom don't mean you got millions in the bank. What that means is you
Yeah.
have control of your life, you know?
Yeah.
So just like Dirty was talking about, he ain't got a car payment, he ain't got this, you know? It's a big deal, man. You know, when you can control your life and your life don't control you.
Yeah. As
And the
you
whole
know.
and the whole thing about the manual and all that, for everybody that don't know, that's just for shits and giggles. I don't care what
Mhm.
anybody
Yeah,
drives, bro. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Same
It
here,
don't
bro.
matter.
Same.
It's personal
I
preference.
own
Do
both
what you
truck.
do.
I own both trucks and I like them both.
Now, me
There's a
Yeah.
lot
personally,
of there's a lot of
I
positive
love.
things on automatics too, you know. So
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Me personally, I love manuals, but like
Mm-hmm.
being there was saying, I'm company, so I mean, I'm gonna drive what they give me, but my preference is a manual. You know, I had when I first started with Wally, I had a 10 speed and I missed that truck every day. The reason why I like having that manual was because sometimes with this automatics, even if you put it in manual mode, sometimes it still shifts out. I don't like the way it shifts. That's my personal
Mm-hmm.
preference, but this is not my company, so I'm gonna drive what they give me. Now, if I were to buy my own truck, I would get a manual, but
the
that's
main
my
thing
take on
is
it.
man, is whatever it is your journey, like you
Hmm.
want to try to better yourself of who you were last year and the year before that. You're not trying to
Yes.
be better than somebody else, like your neighbor or whatever, right? So you just wanted
Yeah.
to stay focused on your own path and be better than
Hmm.
who you were, than last year,
Yeah.
you know. So
I,
Cause
I, I,
shoot.
I completely agree. Hold on, Donovan. You are breaking up. Um, yeah, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I had a little lightweight
you're good. We handled it for you, TB. Don't even trip.
dealing with the old lady to deal with. Jolie, did you have something to say?
Uh, just that I don't have my manual restriction. I got it at my private school when I first started. I just felt like you never really know what's gonna come 5 years from then or what you plan on doing down the line. So it's just best to have it all at once. Do it the hard way, so that way everything becomes easier at the end of the day, down the line.
Yeah, I agree with that too. Don't,
Do it the hard
if
way.
they got it there, get it. Don't limit yourself. You know what I mean? They got it there, get
One
it.
advice, one advice I want to give new people, right? When you get out of school and you're going to a company, and this I always tell folks all the time, learn all the lanes. Learn everything. While you're in training, you just left Walmart, right? Making $2 an hour. You don't know nothing, don't not in debt, don't know what money's all about. Do all your training. Find a company that does everything. Reefer, dry van, flatbed, tanker. Learn all of it. Because the
All of
more
it.
you learn, the more valuable you are. And the more you learn, the more opportunities you have is gonna cross your table. Don't just sit back, go to school, go to the company, do driving, and that's it. And oh, I love driving. How do you know you love driving? That's my advice.
Yeah,
Good advice.
I've always thought, and this is let me know if you want to come back in, Jolie. Um, this I've always thought this of drive-in, and this is no diss to anybody who is doing drive-in. I always thought that it was the least amount of effort.
Agreed.
I always thought like, oh, if I just do drive-in, it's like, and they always have the. I don't know if y'all recognize this, but it feel like they have the worst pay.
They do.
And I
What
Well,
what 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 Dirty Broke say? He
it all
said that in his
depends.
live. He said you got to do stuff that other people don't want to do. Fuel hauling is overnight. A lot of people don't want to work nights, but it's a reason why they start you at $30 an hour, low end.
yeah,
I just use
yes,
fuel hauling as examples, other
right,
jobs that people don't want to do. But
exactly.
So
his daughter got into it fresh out of school. I personally didn't want to do it fresh out of school because I wanted to learn how to drive the truck. I want to learn how does my tractor work with my trailer, and driving is the easiest division you can get into. You don't have to think when you pulling this.
There you go. And
Just
she did
just go
119
you
straight.
you got
right out of
you guys
school, her
ready?
first year. You know what I mean?
You guys ready for me to guys hit you over the head on something?
What's that?
So Teamster stuff, like we're gonna talk studio stuff, and this ain't a hookup, whatever, right? So we got Universal Studios, right? So they're a union, they're Teamsters, right? So if you go to your state or whatever, if you find like a studio or even a Universal Studios, whatever, check out that union because it's $50 an hour, 45, $50 an hour
Mm,
to drive a tram at Universal Studios.
damn.
Hmm.
50 bucks an hour. People are really understanding how much money that is. What is 50 bucks an hour or 40 hours?
It's a
What
lot of
is that?
money.
Well, here's the greatest thing, right? So if you're a Teamster, and let's say you're a trucker or whatever, transporting whatever to a TV show, do whatever, right? You're never doing 8 hours, right? You're
Two
never doing
thousand
eight
a
hours.
week.
You're doing 12s, 14s. And when you're doing that stuff right there, you get double time. Excuse me, you get time and a half after 8. You get double time after 12.
Mm. So I mean, that's where the real big money's coming in at because you getting so much overtime.
Huh?
So when I
Yep.
show up on the
Hmm.
studios, that's why I just laugh my damn ass off. They feed you 3 times a day. When
Mm.
I say feed, I don't mean Little Caesar's Pizza or some that cardboard crap. I mean I've been on a set where they had shrimp and steaks and they had some stuff
Yes,
I
sir.
didn't even recognize. Like what the heck is that right there? Like you know what I'm saying? Lamb chops. Like
And you know
you
what
eat
else
good and
too?
healthy.
And I know this is primary. We're primarily truckers, but the different trade unions, man. Like electricians, plumbers, yo, they killing truck drivers, man.
Yeah, yeah.
Killing
I,
truck drivers, bro.
it was funny. I watched a podcast, and they were talking about, would you date a plumber?
Oh,
And
I seen that.
and the girl was like, plumbers don't make any money. And the guy was like, are you fucking
Shit.
Are you
insane?
crazy? Exactly.
Shit.
They don't even know.
Don't
Plumbers and
even know, man.
electricians, they make good money.
Killing it. Welders.
You'll start questioning why you bought a truck. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Why did you buy a truck? Why did you get a college degree
Yeah,
when
yeah,
18
yeah,
years
yeah.
old you could have been a plumber's
Absolutely,
apprentice, man?
absolutely.
A
My
plumber's
son.
You
apprentice.
talking dudes, man, doing 78, 80 plus dollars an hour, bruh.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, them carpenters, they
They killing
you
it.
gonna always need people that do trades. Like they're meant to
So
be put here.
I mean,
don't
Think
just get
about
stuck in trucking. You know what I mean? A lot of us, like me, SoCal, we just kind of got birthed into it. Even you, TB, we kind of got birthed into trucking. Like, 'cause this is what our father's done. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I just wish my father was an electrician. You know what I'm saying?
the crazy thing is my dad told me. And by the way, TB, my dad told me the same shit. If you ain't a man, you ain't got a pickup truck. Like he's always had a pickup truck. Even if it's a piece of crap, he'd have it. But
Yeah,
one thing I want to tell you guys, man, is follow your dreams no matter what, right? I don't care if they're your parents telling you something. I don't care who it is. You got to live your life and you control your life. So give you an example, right? Which I don't talk too personal about myself, but I'll tell you this. When I wanted to get into acting and get into all this commercials and all that stuff, my dad says, "Are you crazy? You're wasting your time." Do you know how many millions of people trying to get into that? Like he was really trying to talk me out of it.
Mhm.
And now it's good over here, right? I've been on all kinds of different music videos and everything. But if I'd have listened to that, okay, Dad, no problem. I mean, I get it. He's my dad, I respect him, man. But you gotta follow your own journey,
Yeah.
definitely.
And they
And I
grew up in
really,
a different time than us, too. You know what I'm
Facts,
saying? So
facts,
yeah.
fact. I mean,
they know what they know, and things
it's
are different.
it's
The only people that know your journey and know your goals and know everything you're trying to do is you. So why would you listen to anybody else?
that is a fact, and most people don't understand that. But I will also double it with the truth is most people do what if you were to look at the world collectively, most people at least have the skill of their father. I'm saying you have to do it, but they at least have the skill of their father. When people more times than not say, "I do this because my father does it," but they will have something else they do as well. Like what's that dude who he always talks about working every day. He's a short dude. He cusses a lot. He does seminars. What's that guy's name? Well, he owned. I'll just tell you a story. His father owned a liquor store, and he started off and learned the skill of learning the liquor store, and then he took his father's liquor store to the internet, and then he made a bunch of freaking money. But he originally started and he at least learned the skill of his father. And that's one thing I say. Like I said, it always goes back into the olden times. In the olden times, if your dad was a blacksmith, motherfucker, you were a blacksmith.
No options.
You didn't have another option.
Yeah, you
and
didn't have an option.
and the reason why that is so prevalent, because the truth is you don't know anybody, and usually whatever your father is doing is where all your connections are anyway. But then they switch that to y'all going to college and getting a degree, and then going off into a career that you have no connections in.
Sure.
Now, if you have a dream, like you said, follow your dream, but it does not hurt you to learn the skill at least. My father has 5 boys. 4 of them have CDLs. Now, 3 of them is actually doing it, but every single one of his male children can feed themselves as an adult. You know, can feed themselves as an adult. My stepfather was a driver. He drove trucks. I'm a driver. My brother, the shooter, is a driver. KT's a driver. Jahar's a driver. It's like it all adds up to at least my sons can eat. Now, as far
That's
as
what I was taught, man.
yeah,
My dad, I didn't want to get my license. My dad said, "No, just go learn how to drive." And he said, "I don't care if you drive or not. Just learn how to do it." He said, "Because once you learn how to do this, you'll always be able to support your family."
facts. You'll
And
always
here
be
I am, 33 years later. You know what I'm saying?
balling out of control.
Still doing it.
And that's what it's about, man.
Crazy, man.
So I gotta get out of here. I've been on here way too long. I feel this is a good conversation, even though people, you know, they really weren't, you know, I don't know if they were feeling it, because sometimes when you have conversations like this, they get kind of deep and they do kind of piss people off. But you know, we're gonna have them anyway. And that's what it's about. I do not drop as much content
definitely
anymore
needed.
because I want the content to be meaningful. So I'm not dropping videos every day. And I gotta work, dude. I have to work. But other than that, I appreciate y'all for coming. VNL, we'll see you tomorrow. See if you stepping for real or not. And just before I get you out of here and kick you out of here so you can't say nothing back.
Whatever. I'm gonna kick.
I'm happy you went LTR. Kicked out. Anyway,
Shout out to DNL.
yeah, because she was gonna hang up on me. I felt it. I was like, oh, she's gonna hang up on me. I know exactly what she's gonna do. No, and Dirty Broke, I appreciate you for fighting the good fight and showing and giving a product out that is wholesome and that helps people, man.
That's what we do, man. Hey, let me say this, man, before I leave, man.
Mm-hmm.
Every single person that I personally recruited in 2023 made over 6 figures. Not just barely, crushed it. Okay? And some of these people are straight out of school, okay? First year drivers.
Amazing. Just amazing. So, I mean, y'all need to follow Dirty Broke on YouTube, man. He's on YouTube. Drop the link in the chat when you get out of here, Dirty Broke.
All right, man. Y'all be good.
Stay up. So I appreciate y'all for coming through. I really do. Joel, I thank you for calling in, man. Thank you.
For sure.
Be safe out there, man.
For sure. You as well, man.
You too. SoCal, I appreciate you for calling in. I appreciate you for hitting the Cash App twice. Appreciate the love for supporting good content.
Anytime. Just remember one thing: Call of Duty, DMZ.
You know they shutting DMZ down, though.
Yeah, I know. That sucks.
Yeah. So we playing. We got to play zombies right now. To come out with a new one.
Send me an invite and I'll rock with you on it.
All right. Cool. Willis, slow your ass down.
I'm doing 50.
Slow yourself down. Get you a real truck. Yeah. Get rid of that bullshit truck you got.
Nah. It's a grown man's truck.
Is it though? Grown men's trucks run, bro. Grown man's truck.
Hey, at the end of the day though, truck paid for. That's all that matters.
No, it kind of still needs to run too. Like it's like it definitely still needs to run. Like that's not all that matters. But I mean, I see what you're saying.
It's a process.
Yeah, it's a process. It's called junking it and going to get it forward. But anyway, I'll let you go. Thank you for calling in. I can't agree myself. Thank you for hitting the Cash App. Don't do drugs. Be happy, buddy.
All right.
And that is the end, man. It's over. It's a wrap. Appreciate you for coming through, man. I'll probably see y'all in a week, maybe two, depending on what this next situation I gotta do